and welcome to what has been a very long day, but a rather fun, satisfying day for all of us because it's been an interesting auction to say the least. 77 spots were up for grab, and guess what? They have been exhausted to the T. All 77 slots have been taken. Each team has kind of gotten what they wanted. Quite similar to our analysis in the build-up to this auction when we were looking at it. What's the area that they would want to cover? What are the areas where they're lagging? And I think all those things that we discussed have pretty much come true in terms of the strategy that teams have come up with. I know there are a lot of comments of someone getting undersold or someone getting oversold in terms of the value that was put to a certain player, but as we've tried to explain earlier in our lives as well, the value is not so much a representation of what the player brings to the table, but more so as to how much money each franchise had and what are those slots that they needed to fill. If they had enough money and they wanted to fill a slot, even if they had to pay a player 5, 7, 8 CR more than his actual value, then they did that because all they needed to do was get their combination right. So that's what they've done. The exercise at this hour of the night for us is going to be, after having gone on for a good 7 hours non-stop live on the auction, this 1 hour is time for us to reflect, look back and see how each team has put together their full squad, and basis their squad we're going to rank them out of 10. Remember, this is not basis their strategy at this auction. It is now, when the auction is done, what is the kind of squad that they've assembled? Is it a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, 0 out of 10 or 1 out of 10? We never give 0, but my nightmares I still have of the time when Siddharth had given 2 out of 10 famously to RCB and then picked them to reach the playoffs also, and they did. Well done to him on that.
Went all the way in the tournament.
Yeah. So
I was the only one though.
So that may you do that.
And you are also the only one to give them 2.
Of course.
Out of 10.
Of course.
Please do that for Delhi as well.
See, this had to ensure that the rules would be changed entirely. So that's why it forced a rethink of the rules. That's why
you are a visionary. What can I say?
Exactly.
Okay, let's get down to business.
Can't even tell him go get fresh air and then speak good things for Delhi because here
there is no fresh air in Delhi.
Toxic.
Please.
He'll give a toxic
Although,
ranking.
as compared to yesterday, I think it's improved marginally today.
Nothing. Yeah.
It's all bad.
It's
if
all
it
bad.
improves from 400 to 300,
No,
it's still toxic.
we celebrate
No,
very
800
poor.
to 700. 400, 300.
My point is, I'm just giving you an
We
example.
celebrate when air goes to very poor. It's always severe.
I just hope at the moment, whatever the AQI is, that's the number of runs that one of the latest signing scores.
Prithvi Shaw. So, I know, but why don't we start with the elephant in the room itself? Delhi Capitals. Let's start with that.
Don't be like that. Huh?
We'll start with.
We have 3 in-house experts. 4 actually. Shivan's also there. We've
3 by
got
the end, who knows?
LSG, KKR, Chennai, Das Capital. Yes. All of them are covered. And
You won't have a team for this season.
I will. But
Eventually.
once I see all teams, then I'll pick a team.
After ranking the teams, you'll pick.
Because no. And now I'll get a closer look. No, now the
You're a foodie, pick basis cuisine.
Basis cuisine to Delhi Capital. There's no match, no place. And I've stayed in a lot of those cities, or at least traveled to a lot of those cities where teams are based. And each of those places has some good things to eat. But as a whole, as a full entity, nothing comes close to Delhi.
Variety-wise especially, not?
Yeah. I may rank Kolkata as second.
I'll agree with that assessment.
Yeah.
Also.
Second on that.
Then Lucknow, I think, would come right up there.
No, interestingly, even Jaipur is very close.
Jaipur
But I'll go with Lucknow. Not a bad option.
Just Punjab.
There's actually, how do I do
Amritsar.
it? It's very tough. Siddharth's favorite Mumbai might get the second last spot.
Last.
Yeah, maybe.
Second last, Chennai.
No, Chennai is I rank
Chennai
ahead.
food
Chennai
is
I
great,
love.
Yeah.
I love Chennai food. Bangalore also, but
Give me
actually
some chicken naans anyway.
I'll rate Chennai ahead of Bangalore.
Yeah, for the
But for the dosa,
It's Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Chennai
the
second.
Mysore ones, yeah.
Bene,
Bene.
No, I mean, yeah, the Benedosa, yeah, absolutely right.
Which
So,
we started getting
anyway,
in office also now.
it's a different subject altogether. Let's get back. Let's not lose our focus. We have 10 teams to cover. That's a lot. And right at the end of when we are done with the 10 teams, there's also the special segment Shivam Giri that will come your way. Maybe or maybe not. We don't know. Yeah. We are going to have. He is confident. Okay. So we are starting with none other than Gujarat Titans.
Yeah.
That day somebody sent me a message somewhere that you are mocking some I say Punjab Kings or Gujarat. Is you are mocking the? I was like the team by. I was like that is, the love. It's how overseas commentators pronounce it. So we said it. No, the people are so touchy. I don't know.
No, but if you've been watching the IPL, you won't say that.
Very touchy. They said no, you're mocking this team.
I remember Kolkata, Kemanacho. No one's mocking. In fact, I'm mocking Danny Morrison at best.
Yeah.
And we love
that's
him.
very good nature.
We love him.
Yeah.
Danny is a fun guy.
You can accuse us of mocking the time that we call Punjab as Australian Super Kings. Or whatever, Australian Kings.
It's true.
Australian Kings.
Yeah, or Chennai Super Kiwis.
Chennai Super Kiwis.
Okay, let's get down to business. Gujarat Titans is our first team. Let's have that team up on the screen. And what is it that you guys make of this team so far? They had a kind of settled score to begin with. They've not done much of shopping, as you would expect.
Yeah.
They've got Jason Holder, which came as a big surprise. They've got Prithvi Raj, they've got Luke Wood, and they've got Ashok Sharma, I'm guessing.
And Tom Banton.
And Tom Bantam as well. Okay.
Interestingly, none of the new buys make it to the 11.
Exactly.
Which is a testament to how good a team they already were.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing that stands out.
Yeah.
Which I think this could be the only team where the new buys don't make the 11. Possible.
Absolutely.
Maybe
I can't
Punjab
pick a
could be the
single
other.
one.
Punjab could be the other.
Even
But
maybe
English-
RCB. No, actually, RCB have Venkatesh here. So.
Yeah.
This could be the only team at that.
Because when you
I'll be very thankful to Shivam if he can. See, if we have tried to keep our focus, you'll have to be with us.
Yeah.
So that we can then concentrate fully on our teams. If you're not with us on the same page, then we can't give our
No,
best.
Quite
Okay,
literally on the same
We
page.
can always do that
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
I saw that.
exactly.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
So,
The only surprise was giving so much to Holder. I mean,
But it's not that much of a surprise also. I mean, they have the money. They don't really care
For
about
the
As
form
long
that
as
he was
Siddharth,
in.
as long as your auction strategy doesn't go haywire, I am fine with that kind of money. And look at this. Yes, they may have given more than what any of us thought for Holder, but does that change their 11 in any bit?
It doesn't.
No.
No, because they could have used that money wisely and gotten another backup for a Rabada. And let me tell you, Holder is no Rabada backup.
That I agree. Luke Wood is their Rabada backup.
that's what I was going to say.
A left armour and that too a swing bowler for Rabada who's express pace.
I know, but yeah.
See, similar roles in that sense. Mostly they'll bowl up front, maybe an over in the death at most. At most, if I'm being generous. So,
Which is where
But they have some good backups as well. In general, that I'm looking at, they've got an Arshad, they've got an Ishant Sindhu, they've got a Gurnoor Brar.
there's Ishant as well.
Ishant
who brings some
Sharma.
Ishant
experience.
Sharma is there.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, they've got an Ashok Sharma who's a domestic, stalwart. In the sense, someone who's been in great form. Who knows, they might take him. See, again, Gujarat came into this auction with pretty much settled team.
Yeah.
So they were just coming to make an all-round squad in case of injury or pull-outs or whatever.
And see,
If
that's
you're
what even
looking
the
for a
Banton is,
replacement
right?
for Rabada, yes, the experience may not be there in a show, but you're talking about pace, you do get 140 clicks from him consistently.
Ashok Sharma from
Yeah.
Rajasthan,
Rajasthan.
the highest wicket taker.
At present, 20 wickets.
Yeah.
And they have not addressed the other issue in the auction. I don't know whether they had the funds or whether they were not looking at it too seriously. Any other finisher for a backup to a Shah Rukh and a Tewatia considering their current form. Shah Rukh Khan, his domestic numbers, as you pointed out before the auction, he's not even making it to Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, if you look at that entire middle order, Sundar, played a few games last season, but is he really a middle order batter? I'm not sure. He's very good otherwise, but can't be a premier middle order batter. Shah Rukh's woefully out of form. He's out of even the Tamil Nadu team. Tewatia is coming out of an injury, a long injury break. So
He's
And
not
even
played
last
since
year his
IPL
form wasn't
2025. Yeah.
His form wasn't
but
great.
as I said, they've got a few all-rounders in their squad.
Yeah, there's a Glenn Phillips, obviously. Rashid, we know, can, wield the long willow. Sai Kishore has been doing well with the bat recently.
Yes,
So-
correct.
yes.
Yeah,
So
Saito
it's not like they don't have batting options in that regard. There's a Manav Sutar as well, could give you a good all-round option.
Yeah.
I think their squad is very set. I think they were that one team who, no matter who they bought in the auction, unless they landed a Cam Green or a Pathirana or a Mustafiz, they're not making any changes to the 11 because the 11 was so sorted that even when we were discussing their release strategies, we're like, who are they going to release? And who are they going to buy? Because the team is so well sorted, and that's a full testament to the kind of squad building they had in 2025.
Yeah. For me, this team, I'll give one thing. I think the buy of this IPL auction has been to GT, and that's Ashok Sharma at 90 lakh. So, in terms of value for money, at that price to have gotten him, I think is fantastic, especially where you had a scenario where some good performers at the domestic level were going for a lot of money, whether they're spinners or fast bowlers. So to have got him for 90 lakhs, I think a great bargain. So one of the
Great
bargains of this auction. Okay, now that you know the team and now you know the backup, they have a lot of backup. How much are you giving them?
For the 2 points that I raised, no backup for a Rabada and no this thing for a finisher. The lower middle order and Shahrukh and Tewatia, I would go with 7. 7 out of 10 for them in this auction because they
Not
need
this auction. This is their squad.
their squad. I would go with 7 out of 10.
You are rating their squad.
7 out of 10. Steady, nothing too controversial.
I think the only thing controversial is your rating.
Why?
I'd give them an 8.5, man. Look at that squad.
8. I said the 2 points.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And you're totally entitled to that opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying 8.5 because this squad, I can't really pick apart too many holes.
It also, see, I think the points right now will also tell you, it's like some exams. There are certain strict teachers, there's certain lenient teachers. So,
and this is an English exam, so you can't give 100 on it.
so maybe both of you may be assessing the squad similarly, but for him that is 7, for you that's 8.5. We'll actually get to know when more
The
teams are
season goes
done.
on,
Yeah. So
I think 8.5 because I think they could have not done any shopping and still actually been mostly okay. I think anything they got was basically a bonus. I know we were shocked at their holder price, so was I. But the point is, if they need to add another dimension, if they sometimes feel they might want to put in another all-rounder just for the sake of it, holder's a perfectly valid option to have. And see, that's the thing. Everyone they have is basically an addition. Someone like a Tom Banton is a perfectly fine backup to a Joss Butler. Same top order batter, can be explosive. Not done it as much in the IPL, but we know he has the ability, the capability. Same, I think you could say for Luke Wood, he's only going to be a backup. Okay, if Rabada is not injured, we know he's playing pretty much every single game. So I really don't have a problem with what it is they've done. They didn't need to strengthen. They are already one of 2 teams, I think, along with PBKS, who I thought were dealing from a position of strength.
Okay.
So what they've done, I think 8.5.
I'm going 7.5.
yeah.
For the flaws or the shortcomings, I should say, not flaws, the shortcomings that Siddharth pointed, and I think for this team to do well, you are again expecting the top 3 to fire. At some point, I see that not happening. It can't be a story every season that the top 3 are giving 80% of your runs and the lower middle order or even the middle order doesn't get tested enough. This is also middle order with less game time under their belt, a couple of those players short of confidence. Rashid Khan is not the same bowler anymore, and I'm seeing that happen not just in the IPL of last year but also across other leagues. So putting together all those reasons, I'm going 7.5.
Yeah, I'm not going to dwell into the finer points because all of you have mentioned it, so nothing new to add. I'm going 7.5 too. So that this time we are taking assistance from the calculator as we
My maths
must.
is bad. I can only say that.
How much do we
Divided
have?
by 4.
So
Divided by 4.
each you gave 8.5, Shane, I gave 7, you both gave 7.5. So it comes to a grand total of 30.5 our thing, and divided by 4, 7.6.
7.6 is what we have gotten for Gujarat in our analysis. That's very interesting. People will think it's so precise without knowing that we've actually gone half.
Yeah.
Not that, but this is what it comes down to. 7.6 is what Gujarat has gotten. Let's move on to the next team.
Let's see who they are.
Come on.
It is Amchi
Oh.
Mumbai.
The team who would rate lowest for street food.
The least
But
active franchise.
I don't know whether it'll be lowest again. I'll have to think, but it's not very high up in the top
I would
5,
rate them,
6.
Yeah, probably out there, right down there.
Yeah.
Right down there. Sorry, sir.
No problem.
Yeah.
As I said,
I
you
think
get
it'll
good
beat.
food
No,
anywhere,
I think
it's
I'd put it ahead of Hyderabad, because Hyderabad, apart from the biryani,
Yeah, there's actually nothing.
the
right?
kebabs and all other
Kebabs.
places are much better. Much
I mean,
better.
the roast,
Lucknow is there, Delhi is there.
the roast chicken,
Even
and all
Punjab.
that, Andhra fried chicken and all that. It's quite good.
Yeah, actually, Andhra food is
Andhra's
also
better.
good.
I would
So
put
then
it higher
actually
than
go
Mumbai.
Yeah, could be.
I would put it higher than Mumbai.
Anyway, different debate.
Why do we have to start with food when you're not eating?
We'll do another
Yeah.
program on that. Let's get down to what Mumbai Indians have done. By the way, there was that one team that came with the lowest purse. Didn't have to really buy anything. They came for the fun of it. But as they say, mazak mein, they've ended up picking up 5 players. And the headline act there is going to be De Kock, because, as was being told to us, that they asked him to put his base price low at 1 CR and then they'll buy him. At 1 CR, don't think it's a bad buy that they've gone for a Quinton de Kock. He's anyway going to be a backup. I don't think he starts. So they've got him for that. So this is the team again. Interesting, if you were talking about does anyone get into the playing 11, interesting, this is the other team.
Yeah.
That no one that they've gotten comes into their likely playing 11 so far. The only one who's a contender could be De Kock instead of Rickleton, which also I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Other than that, they had a settled team. They'll go with a settled sort of lineup, and I think Rutherford they traded,
Two
right?
players, Rutherford and Shardul.
And
And also
Shardul.
Mike Markande.
So in that sense, maybe a Rutherford comes in for a Shardul and you make that changes. I'm just giving options. If Shardul goes out and Rutherford comes in, that is something that they can look to do. But this is pretty much the team that they'll have. And again, once again, team that made the playoffs last time, once again looking solid.
Yeah, they made it to qualify 2.
Qualified two, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think they already had a very settled look, and they were one team that really, I think if you talk about teams winning, you winning the auction or winning the transfer window in football parlance, they won the trade window.
Yeah.
Every little bit of business that they needed to get done, they got done in the trade window. Rutherford in gives you a nice little backup all-rounder option. Shardul comes in. They got someone who, for that cheap, by the way, base price of 2 crore, they've brought him in, is a proven IPL player. 2-3 overs, 4 overs on a good day gives you some batting. And of course, they brought in who was
Markande.
Markande, see, I think is a bench option. That's fine. They needed a little bit of depth in their wrist spin department. They're good there.
Yeah.
They actually did all the major work, and whatever changes they made, I think, see, a Shardul comes in instantly. You can make a place for Rutherford. The squad anyway was so strong.
The only thing that they needed to get, and this is something that we had discussed, was spinners. And while now they have a Gazanfar and a Santner in the kind of 11 that we've put out, now they've got a couple of backups as well in Markande, Izar. So
Yeah. They've rewarded domestic performance. I mean, look at it.
that's something that they do.
When do they not?
Yeah.
Remember that interview, Rohit Sharma?
Yeah, I mean, for example, Danish Malevar, Atharva Taide from Vidarbha, they have both been rewarded in that sense. So, I think they did well for such a limited price that they had. They had the
Their
least.
business was done, as Shane said.
Yeah.
Business was done. Today was not about business.
Today
But
was
they-
a good day for them.
But smart, no? They did it before going to the auction table, as you point out.
Exactly.
They did it during the trade window.
And had that communication line with Quinton de Kock. You get international experience and 2 guaranteed wins.
Okay. Let's go.
Rating time.
Yeah, this time we'll start with Siddharth and we'll go like this.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Oh, you started last time.
I started last
Sorry,
time.
Shane.
I'll start. I think I'll give them, see, if you look at how good their squad looks. So, what did I give the GT again? I give them 8.5.
You gave them-
So, I'm going to continue being generous. I'll give them a 9.
Yeah.
I really like the look of their squad.
Sure.
I really, really like the look of their squad. I know there could be a couple of weaknesses that come in, but I trust them to actually work their way around it. Even last year, I thought they were maybe 1 or 2 injuries away from the squad or the team not looking as good. But they managed to pull through. I think they did well. I rate their captain very highly. I think I'm one of few people who does still in this particular country. So I really like their squad. And I think in bringing in a Shardul, they've automatically strengthened their bowling significantly. If they can give Allah Ghazanfar some more game time, I think that also strengthens out their spin department very easily. Also, their bowling on paper is it's in some ways a reunion of the CSK 2018-19 era. You've got Deepak Chair, you've got Mitchell Santner, you've got Shardul Thakur. All the ingredients are there, and that was a very successful side as well. You've got a Bolt there. I think everything looks sorted. The batting too. I don't have a problem.
You'll go last.
Yeah,
You started. Okay. I'm going again. I've dwelled into their combination. What is it that I like? What I don't like. I'm going. I gave 7.5 to GT. I was tempted to give MI also 7.5, but I'm going 8. Okay, because of the pedigree that they bring to the table. So I'm going 8 to Mumbai Indians.
I'll make that 8.5 because they looked like a very good team last year. Were slow starters, but ultimately by the end of it, they found their
They're
mojo.
always slow starters.
Yeah, well,
Even when they were champions.
That's actually
Their
the thing
advantage.
that works.
despite them having a very good side, you didn't expect a slow start. At least I didn't expect a slow start from them. And has the squad deteriorated from then? Absolutely not. Were those trades good? Yes, they were. Did they need this auction to happen? No. But did they make a joke out of themselves? They didn't even have that money to make a joke out of themselves. So everything was good. I think it's a very, very strong team. And I'll make that 8.5 in their case.
Well, I will also rate them quite highly for the limited funds that they had. They managed to do well, but as Shane said, you won the trade battle. So that's why they got most of their holes filled in at that point. So I'm also giving them an 8.5 at this point. So that equals to 34. All of us are combined and divided by 4. 8.5.
That's a very good rating.
That's a good rating for the Mumbai Indians at this point in time. So 8.5 out of 10 we are
From
rating.
7.6, we've moved to 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5.
8.5.
And that's not even rounded up. It's like an actual 8.5.
Yeah.
Precise.
It's there.
Very precise.
The proof is
Let's
there.
see. So from Gujarat, we've gone to Mumbai. Where does the Juggernaut
We go
now
up
move?
north, Rajasthan Royals. We go in a line.
Wow.
Mumbai,
Gujarat.
GG, RR.
Stick to the western side, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so taking a look at what business Rajasthan Royals have done this time, they've added a lot of players. Nine in all. So one of the franchises that have picked up the maximum amount of players.
10 if you count even like the trades, if you count, is way more.
11.
Yeah.
12.
I'm not even looking at
Pereira,
yeah.
Jadeja.
And Karan.
That's 12.
12 in all. That's a big change from the team that they had fielded last time to get 12 new players. But 9 at the auction. And the standout, Vignesh Puttur is that one player that stands out. Adam Mill, they got as a backup for you don't know Archer whether he'll be fit or not because he's going to be coming back after a long extended season of the Ashes as well as the T20 World Cup. So knowing his injury, we don't know. Again, a fast bowler in Kuldeep Sen they've gotten. So that's pretty much, and a few young performers as you always expect from Rajasthan Royals. So that's pretty much the shopping that they've done. As I pointed out earlier, the problem used to be not having finishers. Last season they came very close to winning games but just could not finish. That was primarily down to good players in Parag, Jurel, Hetmar not being able to finish. This time they'll have to rely on the new recruits in Jadeja and Karan to do that job for them. I'm not sure whether they're the right people to do that. I don't know if they are that explosive enough to do it. They are very good with the bat, don't get me wrong, genuine all-rounders, but are they explosive enough to do that? I'm not sure. But yeah, make of it whatever you want.
So I'll start. I for years I remember even on this platform having this criticism of RR that they do not rate all-rounders. It was consistently specialists. I remember their sole all-rounder at one point used to be R. Ashwin, who I don't count as an all-rounder in T20 cricket. No matter how much they promoted him to 3, 4, 2, 1, -1, doesn't matter. He was not an all-rounder. They fixed that. You got in a Jadeja and Karan, and in that you've gotten on paper 2 genuine all-rounders. But I will agree with
4
one thing.
all-rounders in that.
Yeah, actually, because you've got
Shubham as well.
Shubham
as
Dubey,
well.
yes. See, and you've got, if you want on your bench,
And Parag.
Donovan Ferreira, Ryan Parag. There's plenty of options. My problem is exactly what you were saying. I'm not quite convinced they've addressed their finisher issues as much as they should have. On paper, a Jadeja and Karan should give you confidence. But Jadeja, the batter in T20s, in my opinion, right now is very diminished. I think even in white ball cricket as a whole, there's a clear and obvious decline from the batter he used to be even 2 years back. And with Karan also, whilst he does obviously give you left arm pace and he'll give you some batting lower down the order, he's been woefully inconsistent in the IPL for years.
Yeah, after an 18.5 crore bid, he's been very erratic.
And also the thing with him is his bowling has always been his weaker point, but even his batting, he's probably better suited to bat slightly higher up the order than 7 or 8. Unfortunately, I think he'll have to come in at 7 or 8. So I'm not entirely sure. And I think this will probably be my weakest rating in terms of this thing, because again, whilst on paper, again, this is a very good team, I think they've been very reliant on a Sandeep Sharma. And obviously, age will eventually catch up to him. Even their backup pace bowling options don't give me that much confidence. You've got a Deshpande, who we know can be hammered hell for leather, but will take 3 wickets.
Don't know in what state you get an Archer after 5 test
Exactly.
matches.
And you've got a
T20
backup
World
in
Cup.
Milne,
Yeah.
who's even more injury prone.
Yeah, and then
World
other
Cup.
than that, you've got say a Kuldeep Sen, you've got a Yudhvir Singh Charak. I think Nandre would be a good burger to.
Nandre would be a good burger
Be a
indeed.
good burger. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Be a good option. Be a good option.
Good one.
I'm sorry.
Good one. Nandre would be a good
Who could have
burger.
said good bugger?
No, I'm not going to say that. But Nandre would be a good option.
That will be a good burger team to
See,
go to.
I mean, it's 10 at night. We're all thinking of our dinner. It happens.
So Nandre would be a good option, but other than that, the Indian pace bowling lineup not inspiring too much confidence in me. So I'm going to give them a 7.5. The top order batting very good. You've got Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, Parag, Jarrell, Hetmeyer. Lower order and bowling, it can be very hit or miss. So I'm saying
Go
7.5.
next. So we're going like this.
Second, no, we went like that.
Okay, now it's your turn.
I'll probably be coming up with the weakest rating, I think, in today's in the show. In fact, I'm going to go 6.5. I don't think this team has addressed the issues that it had to. Right from number 5 to number 8, I see those 4 spots being a huge problem. Hetmeyer was underwhelming. Jadeja, remember, doesn't play T20 internationals anymore. Sam Curran can be hit or miss. Shubham Dubey again is not setting the stage on fire. I don't know who closes games out for them. I don't know in what state Archer will be coming. Bishnoi comes into the squad, but again hasn't been effective enough. If Sandeep Sharma, the only lone hope that you have in this side, and Tushar Deshpande, again another one who comes in with big question marks. I don't know. You're relying on the glory of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, and perhaps Parag, but otherwise, I think the team, they could have not done much because they need a proper reset, and a mini auction can only get some cosmetic changes done. So they needed a bypass. They've only gotten a minor surgery done. So 6.5. I see a lot of shortcomings.
Yeah, see, their Indian pace bowling again doesn't inspire me. That contingent doesn't inspire me that much of confidence. I mean, Sandeep Sharma did well for a couple of seasons, but then he might be found out. You gotten a backup for an Archer who's even more injury prone. There is an Andre Berger. He will chip in at this point in time. But finisher, very unstable. Which is why in this auction, with the squad that they have assembled, it kind of gives me RCB vibes of 2013-14, where their batting was good, but their bowling was
Especially the top order batting.
Exactly. Top order batting is fantastic.
Kohli, AB Gale.
Yes. Here you have Yashasvi and Weber, who's going to ensure that they get going. A Parag also, again, hit and miss. There'll also be a power tussle. Who will be the captain?
Jadeja. I think
Parag?
he will go.
Okay.
That's why he may have agreed to have gone to the franchise.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
I will give it 7. Because at this point, they haven't addressed 2-3 key issues that they had to, but overall batting looks good. They have addressed the spin bowling. They got Puthur and a Bishnoi. So that's why I think 7 out of 10 for me.
Fair.
I'm not going to dwell much into what the team is. They've already spoken about it. So I'll just give my points. I would have given it 8 if you tell me Archer is playing. So if I know that this is the team that they're going in with, I would give them 8 out of 10. But in case Archer is not available and there's a high chance of that happening, then I'm going 7.5. So you tell me, do you think Archer will be there or not?
Maybe
You go with 7 then. 8 maybe. 8. Go with 8.
No, I'm going with 8 with Archer, 7.5 without Archer.
Archer will
Oh.
play. Archer will play.
Are you sure he'll survive the grind of 5 tests in Australia? I
And
doubt.
have
And
played
World
the
Cup.
World Cup.
No way.
See, if England lose Adelaide, he's not playing either Melbourne or Sydney in that sense.
So let's go with what we've put the 11 out. If they're there, then let's go with that.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So then I go 8. If a fit Archer is there and this team with that top order, and I think that middle order also I like. It's much better than some of the middle orders that we've seen. In fact, there is a MI also with a Namandhir really not in form. I was watching him. They have a hiccup. Sky not in form. There are a few hiccups there. This looks even better to me. That batting order looks good with the Jurel, Hetmeyer, now Jadeja, Karan. So it's looking very good. The Indian fast bowler, like you said, was a bit of an issue. That's why I was thinking about. But Archer will do a lot of things for me. So I'm stuck between 7.5, 8. But assuming Archer is there because you put him there. 8.
So our combined total is 29, and
I think this will be a Suryavanshi year.
Yeah.
He came on as a kid. Now what he's doing is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
If he has 50% success rate, he's murdering a lot of teams.
Yep. So our combined for Rajasthan Royals is 7.25. 7.25. That's our rating for Rajasthan Royals at this point.
2.5. Yeah. Out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Further north, right up to the capital. It's Delhi Capitals at this point in time. And please, Harshit, the stage is all yours, my friend.
I think I should be the last one to speak.
No, you should set the
Because
your
stage.
team, you're
I'm
always
just going to sum up as to what they've done and the analysis.
Harshit,
then
I didn't ask
comes
your
to-
position where you'll finish in the table. I asked you to give your views first.
Harth, you finished 5th. You were only down on net run rate.
Either be 5th, either be 4th.
they put that post out, which is very nice. Okay, I'm just summing up the auction for them. They have picked up a few players. I actually like their auction strategy and the players that they've picked. And unlike the teams that we've looked in the past here, some of the players that they have picked up from the auction do make it to the 11. You've got a Duckett there we've put.
I love the
and
second
an
last name.
Akib as well that you've gotten from the auction that we've got. The pacer, 29-year-old pacer. We'll make the changes to whatever 11 that they've picked from Jammu and Kashmir. And other than that, they've got a Miller as well. Probably would be a backup as a finisher. Patum Nisanka comes in, another option. Whether between Duckett or Nisanka, they can go with Lungi. And Gidi, who's been in decent form, is someone that they've got. Prithvi Shaw comes back. And he only came in the third accelerated auction, the third time teams that go in. And by the way, just because they had one slot remaining, not that they were very keen, they said, okay, just one slot remaining, you're the last team, fill it. They got Kyle Jamieson, they had money, so they even got
Interestingly,
Last player to be bought on the night.
Interestingly, in this auction, Delhi were the first to begin the auction.
Oh, and ended.
Miller, and they ended it with Jameson.
Wow.
Also same price.
Yeah,
2 crores.
Yeah.
They started it and they ended it. This is the team that they've put together after the auction. And for the analysis before we get to the points.
Since
You've liked what were the areas that you wanted to be, what were the areas you were looking to cover up, and have they been covered up?
I was looking at a backup fast bowler as a backup for Stark in case he's not available, or somebody who can bowl alongside him. I think you have that. You were crucially looking for 2 good openers, and you've gotten good openers in Duckett and Pathum Nishanka. Nishanka even better than Duckett, I would say. Duckett just has that English appeal.
So
But
since
Nishanka
you're the
underrated, I would say.
No, you're the in-house expert. Would you want a Nisanka instead of Duckett?
In the 11,
Yeah.
I would want to start with him for sure.
Okay, make that change. We'll make that. I don't mind backing that. I'm a huge fan of Duckett as well as Nisanka, but I am on the same page as Harshit. So in terms of the 11, we can start with Nisanka and then Duckett can be the backup. Either ways, Delhi can do whatever they like. They have those many options. So sorry, go ahead. That was that
remove
one.
Nisanka from reserves also. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one change. I won't make any other changes, at least to begin the tournament with. I would want to see Porel being backed. However, given the signings that you've made over the course of the last few hours, you can have both Nisanka and Duckett start for you as well. Or maybe a Prithvi Shaw if you don't want to use up too many overseas slots first up. But this is how I'd like it to begin. Porel 3, Rana 4, Stubbs becomes the second overseas. Ashutosh is your finisher to begin with. You've got a backup in Miller if Ashutosh isn't firing. 7, 8, 9 look very good. 10, at 11 is where I'd want to make a change. Instead of Chamira, I'd have a Lungisani and Gidi.
That's fine. Make the change. So Chamira goes out of the 11, and you've got Ngidi come in his place. It's Harshit's team. So
I wish you were the owner in 2023 or 2022. When
Three.
Engidi and Ostwal were the only guys who didn't get a single game.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I just...
Ngidi in place of Chamira.
Chamira, yeah. I mean, Chamira also was off the boil.
He's been off the boil for 3 years.
3 years. But that back stress fracture didn't help him at all.
Yeah, his back stress fracture is giving us brain stress. A lot of the fans.
Yeah.
I remember he was pretty average for KKR, also the limited games he got
Yeah.
there. Same for LSG. So it's not been good times for Chamira. I think he's best suited to being a bench option.
Backup.
For
And for somebody who's enjoying a lot of wickets, Aqib Dar has to be starting the season. Back him, given the momentum that he has. I like the 12 that we've put together.
but the returning prodigal son is on the bench.
I doubt you're starting
because
with him.
Harshit's making the 11.
Ah.
Had I been making it, I would have found a way to put. I would have let Porel go out.
Yes,
and I would have
Porel
got
goes out and he starts. Prithvi Shaw
You
starts.
want to?
But no, I don't want to begin the season with
It's
Prithvi
your
Shaw.
team.
I would
Yeah.
have dropped a Rana. Probably not a Porel.
No,
Yeah, sure.
Rana's definitely starting because I think he was traded in.
They'll do lefty, righty also.
See, I would get Shaw to open and KL at 3. Porel goes out. in that
Exactly.
sense.
I would remove Rana because again, Porel and him are both lefties. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Rana is left. Porel,
Porel's also a lefty.
left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I had to drop one, I would remove Rana for simple reason. He can be susceptible to quality pace bowling. Again, watched him for years at KKR.
KKR.
Always remember, great against spin. Against pace, at times he can be susceptible. Porel.
So
just
Porel
gives me
goes
a-
out and KL is your keeper then.
Yeah.
Yes. When
You
KL
know-
can be your keeper and also drop down to slightly lower down the order. Where?
No,
Last
but
time
don't
there
make
was
the change. Don't make the change.
Don't
Because
make
it's
it.
Harshit's
because
team.
Also, I have a feeling because the franchise retained Abhishek Porel, you used him as a floater last year. I think you're starting the season with him, and then you see how it works.
You know the thing with Rana, I mean, you look at his DPL numbers, they were pretty good at the same
Yeah,
venue
yeah.
where he was playing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
dropping him would be a big risk. You're leaving him out.
Which
right?
is why I'm
Fair,
looking at starting the season.
But
with
last
Rana.
year, if you remember, he had one good 100 for RR. But aside from that, not a lot.
Hey, he
Yeah.
made life hell for Digvesh Rathi.
Yes.
But that was in the DPL.
Yeah, DPL, yep. And DC was a LSG, who knows? Yet again, opposite sides, who knows?
Yeah, okay. Let's go scoring. This time I'll start. I haven't started for any team. Okay. And this is your 11 is final, right, Harshit? This is the 11 that you want to go. Though, as I said, I might even get a Prithvi in. He can be destructive. At least start the season with him. If he doesn't do well, always.
You gave him 6 matches, 7
Doesn't
matches,
matter.
and then realized.
He's coming back. He's coming back. That fire in the belly.
Let's see.
Fire in the belly. Anyway, your team, so I'm not fidgeting with that 11. But I'm liking the look of this team. Even the backups that they've got, they're pretty sorted to begin with. And should have made the top 4 the way they started. I don't know, only to crumble towards the latter half of the season. But now they've gotten some replacement which they can sort out, and good replacements of that in terms of batters as well as bowlers. All of the areas, fast bowlers, spinners, finishers, top order batters, everything is covered. I'm giving the highest rating for any team so far that I've given. I'm going 8.5 for Das Capital.
Harshit?
Very much the same. If it was, and this is perhaps me being just scarred by how the franchise has been and having less legacy as compared to this, I think if you would put this squad and name it as Delhi Indians or something, I would have given it 9.
No, a good point. If this was Mumbai Indians, you would have given it more points
That's
because
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
the pedigree.
That's what I'm saying. If this was Delhi Indians, I would give them.
No, Delhi Indians wouldn't change the thing. Had it been the exact squad that Mumbai Indians had,
Yeah, that's what I'm just.
Delhi Indians hote there's a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sentiment was exactly that.
Yeah.
But so I'm also going 8.5, a little conservative, but I'd rather be over optimistic. I'd rather be conservative than be over optimistic.
So that you go first.
Yeah, I'll also give it 8.5 because I think their Indian pace bowling, that is one area of concern, the experience factor. I mean, you've got an Aqib Nabi, you've got a Mukesh,
Natarajan.
you've got a Natarajan, but Natarajan for 10.75 didn't get a game at all, either due to injury. So your Indian pace bowling department
But
lacks
if
some
your
sort of-
overseas paces cover it up, how does it matter?
Sure, but then
See, you're not utilizing, most teams utilize a lot of all-rounders and top order batters as overseas. They don't need to because they're
Yeah, but then how much a Stark alone will do? You need support from the other end also. And an Ngidi, yes, he can get you, as I said, 4 overs, 4 for 45. Can you afford that?
You
That is
can
the bit.
actually. You can.
Not with
If you've got a wicket-taking bowler in Kuldeep to drive up the runs and pick you wickets, and a Stark can play. I'm saying not for all 14 matches, perhaps because of the workload, but maybe if he's giving me even 10, I think it's you have a good.
and
Again,
batting also their backup Rizvi they've got.
Yeah, they've got Rizvi.
Miller they've
for
got. now.
backups and whatever
A
they
good-
wanted
good
to.
squad.
Yeah, it's a damn good squad that they've assembled. And
Funny, I think.
one of our co-Delhi Capitals fans are saying Delhi will make it to the playoffs this time. So that's the confidence of the squad that they've
Who's
assembled.
the
Arun.
Okay, very good. Take it.
Yeah, Arun has.
So wait, my rating is still to be done. I think this is one where we've gone in very radically different direction. So I'm giving it a slightly lower rating. I'll go with an 8. Okay, for one simple reason. The middle order, if it doesn't have KL, I find a little shaky. Because with Porel, we know there's a lot of potential. Hasn't quite lived up to that potential yet. Rana also severely limited against pace bowling. Again, I've seen him enough times to know. I would start shivering if a pacer came up against him with KKR because I knew he would potentially lose his wicket there. I like the lower order. I do also kind of have a problem with there, as Siddharth said, the Indian pace bowling battery in terms of their reserves. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Mukesh. I don't think he's at this point got what it takes for T20 cricket. Natarajan also question marks over. That's why I've only gone slightly lower. But
But
otherwise,
all of these players are sitting out. They're not.
yeah, but I'm just saying they're one injury away from if you're having to trust them, then it's a problem. That being said, the 11 otherwise looks very strong, so I'm going 8.
8. So, do you think Akib Nabi is getting a game?
Yeah, we've put him there.
He's in the 12th.
Why else would you spend
The
that
whole
kind of
story
money
is
and-
finished now. You are asking.
I'm
who's
just saying.
Rama.
No. Natarajan, you remember 10.75, even though he was not.
He
He still didn't get a game.
Natarajan didn't have any sort of domestic form, the kind that Akib
Prior
Nabi
to the
has
season when-
across formats, I'm saying.
Prior to the
Ranji, he was
season when
one of the
Delhi-
leading wicket takers. Esmat, he's done so well.
When Natarajan did well for SRH, at that time you got him, he was at the peak of his powers. And that's how he splurged 10.75. Injury, and after that he recovered from it. No, he didn't play him a single game. That's why.
Because
There is a precedent to Delhi Capitals in that sense. That's
you didn't
why.
want to have two left arm pace
Yeah.
bowlers. That was the idea.
Yep. So our combined is 8.4.
Okay,
Our
8.4
average.
for Delhi Capitals.
That's still a very good rating for a team that I thought should have waltzed to the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
Bottled it big time in
So,
the end.
4 out of 4.
And then you lost. You won only 2 out of next 10. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Okay, we're going to turn our attention to the next team, and this is RCB, the defending champions. Just to sum up what they've done, they've also picked up plenty of players in the auction today. 8 in all that they have picked up in the auction. So that's a good shopping day for RCB. They were anyway a strong team. They've only strengthened their team. The standout names that you can look at is, of course, they've got Venkatesh Iyer, another all-rounder comes into their team. He slots into the 11 also, as we've put. They've got Jacob Duffy, I think a great buy for the price that they have got. I think Jordan Cox is the other great buy that they've got at the price that they've gotten. So these are just some of the names which are very good buys in terms of sensible buying, and I think this is a big change that you've seen in the RCB from last season onward, that they're not just now going for big names. They've got a team in place that's doing their research, that's doing their scouting, and now coming up with players. I know there's a lot of English influence there with Mo Bobart being there, and they scout a lot looking at all other franchise leagues, and it is paying dividends in the way that they've been making their franchise, and you see that trademark this time too.
They've gotten 2 under-19 stars who are doing pretty well at this point, the Asia Cup, and Vihan Malhotra and Kanish Chauhan as well. So, for the squad that they had to do very little tinkering. They needed a steady number 3, and I think they've gotten Venkatesh Iyer, who will prosper small ground. If you play at the Chinnaswamy small ground, he can clear the ground pretty easily. And his best performances have come at the Chinnaswamy, if I'm not mistaken, Venkatesh Iyer. So, I think for 7 crores, that was a good buy for them. And apart from that, champion winning team, why would they want to go? Yes, instead of Yash Dayal, they may have gotten a backup in a Mangesh Yadav. So that's why, that's also 5.2 crores they splurged on him. So Very solid squad, and I think they didn't have to do any tinkering. So I'm going with 9 out of 10 for their squad. Because they didn't have to do anything different.
Okay. Any thoughts on the squad? Anything?
I have some question marks.
Yeah.
I do have some question marks. I don't know about Hazelwood. He's picked up injuries. These are not the kind of injuries or the time that he'd spent on the sidelines going into this edition of the IPL. Now going into 2026, the story completely changes. Yash Dayal is, you don't know in what sort of mental state he turns up in.
No, he's not played any cricket
Exactly.
ever since that issue that he's had at a personal level.
Yeah.
Since that, I think IPL will mark his return into cricket for having been seen on the sideline.
P20 also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This will mark his return coming back after a long time. So again, that's a big question mark. Again, Bhuvi doesn't play regular cricket. Ditto for Krunal.
And Jitesh.
Yeah, Jitesh has not been in great form.
Yeah, so I see question marks over them. Everything worked out perfectly fine for them last year. But for it to have happen all over again, and when I look at replacements for Hazelwood, do I have a very strong overseas fast bowler? No, I don't.
Yeah.
So that's
You
why
have a Tushara and you have a Duffy.
Tushara and Duffy, yeah.
again, don't make up for a Hazelwood, I think. Not like for like in any way.
Correct.
I was surprised they released Lungi Ngidi. Considering he was good for them in the latter stages last year, and considering that Hazelwood is going to be coming off, even let's assume even before the Ashes, we thought he'd be playing some part, right? Well, now he's not playing any part. Now, at best, I think he's returning potentially for the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
How does he fare at the T20 World Cup? What if he gets injured again? It's a big risk, and I think obviously they've accounted for that with the signing of a Duffy. But as we pointed out last season, there were a lot of things going for them which might not be going for them this year. The form of a Yash Dayal, for instance, it was almost unicorn like the kind of form he had, because he had to really come back from a lot after 23, 24. You saw him mildly improve, but 25 was when I think he really peaked. But now, lack of match practice, there's going to be rust. There's going to be rust for a Bhuvi. Can Bhuvi, who last season I would dare say had a point to prove, can he then repeat that same level of performance? Are you going to be getting the same level of finishing from a Jitesh? I don't know. But obviously, I don't think they'd want to tinker just for the sake of it. I would give them an 8.5 because I have small doubts. But on paper, if this team fires the way they are playoff contenders for sure.
Okay, let's go to the point system. This time we'll go Harshit, me, Shane, and then Siddharth's already done.
Siddharth and
Shane both have given.
Want to go in the round only then?
Okay, so my turn. I'm giving them, as I said, for the reservations I have about the squad. I can't give more than 7. I think it'll all depend on Hazelwood. As things stand right now, I'm not too sure he'll be there. Even if he comes right at the time of the IPL, how much he'll be in the rhythm, I don't know. Again, 7 for me for RCB.
Yeah, I'm going to be stingy with my marks again with RCB. I would have also gone with 7, but for the fact that they're defending champions and that at times just changes the morale in the dressing room, I'll give them another 0.5, so 7.5.
Let's not forget in all of this, they kind of face an uncertain future. I know they've said that matches will happen in Chinnaswamy. We'll have to wait and watch. Though they'd be happy if their home venue moves because they were winning everything away from home last season. So they'd be happy to have some other home. But looks like they'll play there. Plus, I mean, there's going to be a change of ownership, right? That's something. So don't know, but that's why.
The team name will also change.
Yeah, but that
Not
won't
this
hap-
season,
Not
yeah.
this season. Next season, which will happen most likely. So
Real challengers of Bengaluru, anyone?
Could happen.
see,
They'd have to retain RCB.
yeah,
right?
that will be there. But
That's
then it
brand
can-
identity.
Go of that.
Yeah. We don't know whether the matches will happen in Pune this time around. There is a doubt that.
Oh no, I think RR's really
RR also-
chipped in for Pune.
Yeah, but
Because there's issue with the Savai Mansingh
Mansingh,
Stadium, so RR might be making Pune their home ground. That's already they're already in conversation with Pune. So if in case RCB moves, they'll have to look at some other venue.
some other venue. Yeah.
A good home venue for them could have been Delhi, considering they do boast a strong support base away for obvious reasons. But
For them, even Indore is good. I mean, it's like Chinnaswamy.
look, RCB, one advantage they have is that they have a very around the country spread kind of a fan base.
Yeah.
Allure,
So-
Siddharth?
Allur again, not
But too
for
far.
multi-purpose.
So too far.
Yeah.
It'll be too far.
You can't
60
house-
kilometers.
You can't house 40,000 at Allur. Come on. Indore. So our combined
that.
total is 8.
Oh, very easy.
Combined total is not
The
eight.
first one, we've got a round figure.
Average.
We've got a round figure this time. Let's have that on our screen.
Our
as well.
average is 8 for RCB.
First time we have a round figure.
That's what I said. First time we have a round figure. You guys also let us know in the comment section what you think of these teams. We'll
Yeah.
try and take your questions right at the end. But that is halfway stage. We've done 5 teams. We're left with 5 teams. Let's go to team number 6 that we will be discussing in our analysis. And that is,
The Lucknow Super Giants.
yes, LSG.
Yeah. The biggest surprise for me was them spending 8.6 on Josh Inglis.
Just to let you know, the number of players that they have picked in the auction, that's a total of 6 that they've picked. We've slotted 1 in Hasaranga, who gets into the 11. Of course, you can, if you want any changes to the 11 or you have arguments to be presented, we'll do that right now in our analysis. Josh English, they've got for just 4 games and paid that kind of money. But just to explain that a bit, as I've been saying earlier, auction dynamics, they were right at the end of the auction. They're done with whatever they wanted, all bases covered, had extra money, and for 4 games, they were of course overpaid for him, but if they had so much money, they couldn't have taken that money back. You're not allowed to do, fixed deposit or anything else. So you said, fine, use him for 4 games. We have extra money, pay him on 4 games, and he was outstanding otherwise. So, in those 4 games, if he can make that much impact, then let's get him. So that's why they've got him. I know it just doesn't, in any way look like a fair trade that you got a bargain or anything. Not at all. They've of course paid a lot, but then as we were joking, maybe they convince him that marriage time he can reduce and 4 games can become 8. Who knows? Then you get he's only taking a break for his marriage. That's a personal call.
It is a personal call, but that's
Or as you were also saying, he may just have a proper destination wedding out of it. now.
They can convince him to do that. Anyway, those are the changes that they made. Any thoughts on the 11? That are you happy or you'd want to make a change or two? It was very tough, by the way, just to let you know, for us to get a Bretsky out and put a Markram in that. But I think it's interchangeable. You can even go with a Bretsky. I think he's been in good form. So if people think he should start, maybe both Markram and Bretsky both can come in. But then what do you do with the rest of the batting lineup? That's the other thing that you have to look at. They do have, by the way, 1 overseas slot left. So if you want to bring in an overseas player, right now you can look at.
no, they don't have any slots left.
Yes.
They took.
No, they've got 4. Sorry.
They've got 4. Yeah,
no?
they've got Marsh, Markram, Puran, Hasaranga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a Bretsky can't come in unless Marsh, they're not confident about his form and fitness.
Yeah,
No.
that's quite likely.
Yeah.
Really?
His form has been
Yeah.
not form so much, but fitness. There have been
Fitness.
concerns.
He didn't bowl at all last
He
season.
stopped bowling pretty much.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Only taking him as a batter. But if he's fit, I don't
I think
see
he's
them
made a
not
major
start with
Sheffield
a.
Shield announcement as
Oh,
well.
it'll
na?
be his last season.
Yeah.
The Sheffield Shield.
Yeah, but if you have a fit Marsh, there's no way not starting with him. I'd find
Yeah,
it
you'd
very.
start with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't fire, then you get in a Bretsky. I
Yeah.
think.
Any other player that you think can come in from that Indian
just
player?
thinking
There's
of
Arshan
Rathi.
Kulkarni there. There's a
No.
Rathi, correct?
Digvesh Rathi is
Because
there, yeah.
will you be starting all matches with the 4 seamers we have in the 12 right now? There's
see-
Mayank, Avesh, Mohsin and Shami.
But look at the spinners that they have. They've got a Hasaranga, Shabaz,
Samad.
Samad,
Badoni.
Makram.
And Badoni. That's the thing.
Okay, fine. Let's go. What do you do? Who, if you want to bring a Rathi, who had a good season last time?
Yeah.
What do you do? Who goes out? Then Rathi, if he comes in, let's for Avesh, for example. Then also you are left with what? 3 fast bowlers. You okay with 3 fast bowlers? But then how many spinners are going to use? Unless you take a Shabaz out.
But Shahbaz's utility with the bat, then lower
Yes.
order.
Exactly.
Rathi doesn't give you that.
Although Shahbaz and Abdul Samad, when you look at their batting,
This.
it's almost the same. They're very inconsistent.
Samad actually had a better season by his standards last year, but as I say, there's a better season by his standards.
Yeah.
So that's
You will have to remove one of them to make way. That's
If I would remove a Shahbaz because Samad had a better season last year.
yeah.
So I think Samad might just retain his place. and Shabazz may go out because again I don't trust Shabaz's bowling that much either. I don't really understand the side because when I look at it, on paper it should be a perfectly good side, but because they've not really changed as much from their 11 last year, I fear they may have the same issues.
There's also Prince Yadav as a fast bowler that they can.
Well, they've got a lot of
You
fast bowling
can't even
options.
fit in an Arjun Tendulkar
You
who
can't
was
fit in
traded, by
Arjun.
the way.
You can't fit in Heinrich Nokia. You can't fit in a lot of
See,
these
your
guys.
3 batters are overseas. That's it.
They'll fit in a lot of those players. I'm telling you, because their fast bowlers will get injured after 2 matches.
that
also
really-
always happens. So that's why they carry so many, because they need to keep rotating. And look at Avesh has a history. Mayank has a history. Mohsin has a history. All of them.
Shami.
Which is
Shami.
why for Mohsin they've gotten a Naman Tiwari this time. The 2024 under-19 left-arm pacer.
No, they have a lot of options.
They've got Arjun.
Prince Yadav also. Arjun
Prince.
Tendulkar.
Yeah.
They're looking like center of excellence super giants.
Akash Singh.
CEO.
ISG, Injury Super Giants.
Yeah, injury super giants.
But I mean, the batting order looks good.
The problem is it looks good on paper. Again, with Pant last year, despite the big money, was a little underwhelming.
Exactly.
Wee bit underwhelming with the bat Pant.
Except that century in the last game was terrible.
The last game and all the pressure is lifted.
But that
I'll
century
count
also
that.
went in vain.
Exactly.
But they have the best T20 batter on the planet.
Nikhil
Puran
For
Singh.
me.
Although I hope his
And he-
stumpings are on point.
And he knows when to not
No,
stump.
that was smart.
Yeah.
Rashid was unhappy.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. He was smart. He was
out
sharp.
there by the opposition then.
Yeah.
But otherwise, see, Puran best batter in the world in terms of T20 batting. I agree.
Yeah.
But see, that middle order, Pant, Badoni, Samad is great on paper. I'm not quite sure how it would look in reality. I think they're very dependent on their top 3.
It
Yeah,
will not
yeah.
be great on paper either.
Yeah, exactly.
It
but
may not be great.
it's top 3 heavy. It's a bit like, again, the
RCB of 2014.
Gail
14, that one.
Kohli, AB.
ABD, yeah.
Baki sab, Bhagwan Bharosa.
Opalan Hare.
Oh, Palar Hare, all of them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think this is not that great in 11. Their bowling, by the way, is not bad if everyone fires. The fact that we couldn't fit in a Rathi, I think Arjun might be an underrated use if you can only use him in the power play 2-3 overs. And he gives you a little bit of batting as well if they can fit him in. English, for me, it was just a case of, we have money. We've taken care of everything. Let's splurge on something we don't need, but enjoy it.
He's got
The only
great
thing I
batting.
envy Lucknow Super Giants for, and I think you guys might agree with me, is for putting together an enviable Indian fast bowling unit on paper.
On paper.
On paper. I think you have, if you're looking at India prospects of people who are waiting to make a comeback, or in fact even played for India, they have a very good fast bowling unit,
And see, they've got
provided
the
they
likes
stay
of a
fit.
Prince, Arshan, etc.
Even
Also,
Akash
a prospect. Akash Singh, what's his name? Rathi, Manimaran Siddharth.
Yeah.
These are all decent bowlers to do the trick. The problem is, I think they want Shami to be that person, the glue who can kind of hold it all together. If they just need some glue to hold his body together, also.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
if he gets injured, it's a big one.
It is.
And they're really hoping that a Mayank doesn't get injured.
Same with the Mohsin.
Yeah, Mohsin is injured season to season pretty much.
That's
So
the problem.
that's another problem with him.
Okay, you got to be rating this team.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm giving this team 7.
Yeah.
Reasons already mentioned. So yeah, 7 for me.
Let's bring our in-house expert. Come, please.
Shivam, please.
Shivam is our producer.
Your chance.
He's a big fan. Come quickly. No, come here. Nobody can hear you without the
Here,
mic.
come
Yeah.
here, come here.
Look into the camera.
Come with us.
No, here it's be tough for him to come. No, you can do.
Hello everyone, I am Shivam and officially I am going to announce that I am not a LSG fan. Yes. Now.
That is really sad.
Yes.
What happened?
Just as he said that, LSG comes behind him. Now it's
I have 2 reasons.
Okay.
Genuine reasons. First, when they traded Shardul Thakur to MI with Arjun Tendulkar. Yes, that hurts me.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
today
Shivam, you won't cry, na?
no. Today they brought English. That was not a good buy.
No, what I know, but you had money. I know it's not that money. Don't see as a value. For 4 games you had extra money. What are you going to do? You got him 4 games. He'll play. He's getting extra money. उसके जेब में जा रहा है. How does it matter? You wouldn't have taken that money home. You see, if they had compromised on some other player because of lack of money and wasted it here at the start of the auction, I would have said stupid strategy. They kept waiting. They went at the end when they had excess money. Chalo, this much money, get him.
Shardul, like, he was no loyal servant or anything of the
Not
franchise.
loyal, but he did
No,
well.
he may be a good player.
He did well.
Such emotion.
No, that's fine.
That's
It's
fine.
entirely
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
my
fine. I'm
point
just-
is that
I know.
these small little things keep happening with franchises. You don't leave them.
Ah,
You're a
exactly.
fan.
Nothing called loyalty in the IPL.
How many times they would have not wanted players? They come in their franchises. They leave without your choice. You don't have a
I
say.
saw my franchise by Venugopal Rao for somewhere around 10 crores back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
10 years back.
Yeah, but
It hurt me, dented me. Didn't see a few games.
That's okay. Okay, but you're not liking your squad.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think they should go for Bresswell, I think, in place of English.
Yeah, but
They can.
now they can't.
Now
Now
they-
auction
they
is done.
can't
They
stop
could
now.
have. They
They
could have.
could,
Okay.
they could have.
Thank you very much, Shivam.
And officially, I'm going to support Mumbai Indians. you know the reason. Yeah.
Okay,
We
he's a
were
big
never
Hardik Pandya fan, so he's going to do that. Okay, quickly let's
Thank
dive
you,
down.
Shivam.
You have given how much?
7 he's given.
I gave 7.
Okay,
I will also give it a 7 because again, if their bowling unit doesn't get injured, they are good. But injuries and again that middle order, Badoni, Samad, Shabazz, I don't think they're getting that finishing touch, and they haven't addressed that in this auction as well. So that's why a 7 out of 10 for me.
Okay, what do Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, and MS Dhoni have in common?
7.
There we go. That's my rating.
Wonderful.
6-7. You don't know that.
No.
No, I don't understand.
You guys,
Neither do I.
young
The,
kids,
the
it's a
one
trend.
the 1-7 reference I remember comes from Friends.
They don't know, guys. Yeah, please tell them there's a 6-7 trend. All the Gen Alpha.
Oh, Gen Alpha.
Now, so there's one kid. Now you'll go read about it. It's the biggest trend right now. There's one kid who did this at a basketball game, and since then it's gone viral. So it has no logic. Every time 6 and 7 come in, people start saying the way he said 6-7.
6-7.
So it's like Thala for a reason. Anything 7 became Thala for a reason. Like that 6-7 is
6-7.
6-7.
6-7.
He did it.
I will go
Young
not-
kid, must be like 12, 13-year-old, did it at a basketball game,
Nice.
like a school basketball game. He was watching it. Since then, it's fun.
So you're giving
Google
it,
it, you'll find
My
out.
algo is
6-7
not
trend.
alpha enough right now then. Clearly.
so you're
Okay.
giving it 6 or a 7.
Why? I could have given 8,
Eight,
9,
sure.
8.5,
Yep.
whatever. Yeah, there are loopholes there. Some players who I'm not sure how they'll do, like an Avesh, Mayank, Mohsin, all coming back from injuries. I don't know how good. Shami didn't have a great time last time. I know he's fired up, picks up wickets, but can be expensive. Hasaranga has been hot and cold. Even for the Sri Lankan team, that batting order also, it's good. Puran is there. That's why I'm not ranking them very low, only because of Puran. So yeah, I'm going 7.
7. Okay.
Perfect 7.
Thala for a reason.
Yeah, so
It is
It's
7.
the
average
only
is
franchise we've all gone for 7, so you don't need to do your mathematical
7 out of 10. Yeah,
Calculation.
Yeah, 1 bitten, twice shy, thrice, triple careful.
Okay.
I'm having charge book. I mean,
Once
book ke peeta
bitten,
hoon.
twice shy, thrice by.
Yeah. Yeah, could finish 7th. Delhi Capitals. Delhi
Shivam
Super Giants
is
will take
not a
their place.
happy chappy here. He says they'll finish 7.
Thala
Yeah.
for a reason.
Okay.
That's
Let's
to
go.
the Australian Kings.
Punjab Kings.
Yeah.
Adelaide Kings.
Okay. Punjab, they've done
4.
not too much of business because again this was one other team that could have completely missed the auction and it wouldn't have made a major difference to their franchise. Finalists last time, good squad they had assembled. They just kind of done few buys, but I have to say that Cooper Conley, one player that we thought franchises would go after, they got him quite reasonably
3 crores.
at that price. So I think that's a good buy that they've had. And then Ben Dwarvish is
Fills
the
up
one.
the void of Glenn Maxwell in a way.
Yeah.
Because Maxwell off spin and right-hander, but then again their decision to get Cooper was good, but then I was surprised with Dwarcius. You already have a left arm pacer.
What
Why
is
would-
common between Bartlett, Cooper, Dwarcius?
Of course, as I said, they play for the Australian Kings, na.
Yeah, what surprises then?
But the price 4.8 for Ben Dwarshuis. That too on a guy who's not done that consistently well in T20s. That was a bit of a surprise for me, honestly. But apart from Praveen Dubey did well for Delhi Capitals in one season. Vishal Nisha has also come in. So they
Basis the 12 we have.
I think they ensured that their Maxwell absence would be filled up, and I think they've got it in Cooper Conley. Solid thing.
Okay, any changes to the 11 you'd like to make?
No.
No, pretty much sorted 11. So Cooper Conley doesn't come in, can't fit him in.
You can't. No, I think at best you might bring him in for a
Stoinis, yeah,
That's
but
the
that's
extent
at a
of it.
later stage.
Or if
Omar
you think
Zai.
Omar Zai, yeah, I would. I would push Cooper Conley slightly higher and remove Omar Zai.
Okay, anybody else, or you like this way?
I like it like this.
Okay, so
right
we'll
now.
go with
I don't
this,
know,
but
we
there's
can
an
take a vote.
option. You can get a Cooper Conley, but I think the standout player in their team, not that they bought him in the auction, is the man in form, Marco Janssen.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
absolutely outstanding. He has been on this tour. I know he recently hasn't gotten runs in T20s, but otherwise with the bowling has been outstanding. He'll have a major impact. I see him having a Hazelwood kind of impact in this IPL. That's how good he's been bowling, and that's saying a lot. So that's the other thing. I'll start with the rating this time. I'm going with 8 out of 10 for PBKS. The squad looks good, but then again, just a few. Nehal Vadera, I saw him recently, wasn't really doing that well. Shreyas Iyer will come out of an injury. I don't know, not too much cricket, whether he'll be in that kind of form. Stoinis is always hit and miss for me. So that's why. Shashank also didn't have a good time recently. I think he was in that rising thing. In that
No, that was Ashutosh, if memory serves me, right?
That was
may have been
Ashutosh.
Yeah,
Ashutosh.
Shashank, we haven't
He hit
seen
that
him play
six and then he got
for
bowled
some
to
time.
him.
Last season he was very good. So, but we haven't seen him play.
And the year prior to that also for...
Yeah, he was very good. Then Yuzi, again, not playing a lot of cricket, but he's good. Ashdeep is there.
Yeah.
Really standout player. So it's a good squad. It is good squad, but is it the best around? No. So I'm going generous. 8 is my rating for the PBKS team.
Similar rating because Vadera has seen a loss of form. Iyer, you don't know how he returns. As again you mentioned, nothing wrong with the bowling though. I like their bowling a lot, but can Priyansh replicate exactly what we saw in the previous year? That is something Priyanshu. Priyanshu. So just that.
Priyansh Arya.
Priyansh Arya. Yeah.
You again said Priyanshu.
Oh my God. I can't even ask for coffee now. It's too late for coffee.
It's 11:15.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. I have my
So yeah,
sympathies.
but still a good side. 8.
It could be worse. You could have gone for Nandre as a good burger.
Yeah. And I added another. He chips in.
You had another one which I'll tell you about later.
Yeah. I'll go with 8. Same. They didn't need to do too much shopping and they filled up that Maxwell absence. So.
I'll be honest, I'm also going 8, but there are major problems.
Second team, by the way, where we
8
all
out of 10.
unanimous.
But
Yeah.
you don't see them finishing 8.
Yeah.
Ha.
No. But I will say one thing. Their bench strength doesn't convince me that much. I'm sorry. I'm not saying there's bad players there. Lockie overall is a good player. Mitch Owen is a good player. Xavier Bartlett's a good player. Cooper Conley is a good player. Ben Dwarshuis is a good player. Are they all what exactly they need at this point in time? I'm not sure.
But did they need anything anyway?
No, I'm saying that's fine. But I'm saying sometimes it's good to have variety for 2 reasons. One, if someone gets injured, you're not working too hard to getting a replacement. B, if there is a loss in form with one of these players, they know they're not undroppable. So a little bit of pressure is always good for performance. In that sense, I'm not really rating their bench strength that much. Not that much, because again, a Mushir last season was kind of hit or miss, if I'm being honest.
Shedke comes with a lot of promise.
Who?
Suryan Shedge.
Suryan Shegde, I agree. There are good young players there as well.
Yeah,
I do
even
like
Cooper Conley is what, 22 at the moment.
Cooper Conley, I agree. But again, I'm still not that convinced. I know
That's
that the
fine.
squads are not meant to be like for every
Yeah.
single one of them. But I do feel like they are one injury or two away from looking a weaker side. And again, you don't know what Shreyas Iyer you're getting. Will a Priyansh Arya be able to replicate the form he showed last year? Have teams found him out? A Prabh Simran has been having a golden run for 2 years now. Our team's going to reach a point where they find him out. you don't know. Stoinis for me is always hit or miss because I don't rate his bowling that much, and his batting also. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's a good side, not a great side. So I'll give them 8.
Yeah. So 8 out of 10.
Perfect
That's
8.
Average.
Shivam?
8 out of
8 out of 10 for
Punjab.
the Kings of Punjab.
Australian Kings.
Yeah. And the next team that we go to is.
We left with 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we're
left
left
with
with
3
3.
and we go east
Okay.
to the Kolkata Knight Riders.
The analysis, as is the drill, over to Shane Dias.
All right. So look, KKR came into this auction knowing they needed a big rebuild because you did release a lot of players and you also pretty much retired one of your club legends, your franchise legends in Reyes. Reason you did that, you felt like you needed Cam Green. In that sense, one mission accomplished. You got Cameron Green. The rest of the buys, again, Patirana, I would say you can go either way. But you've done very well to bring in a Mustafiz. So, in case Patirana isn't functioning, you can slot in a Mustafiz there and you know what he'll give you. You've got some good, decent young players in as well. You've got a Karthik Tyagi, there's a Tejasvi who's done well. Then, other than that, you've managed to get in your backups also. One thing I'll give KKR credit, they always have like 4 foreigners, and the 4 foreigners will have clear and obvious backups outside. So, obviously, if you look for a Green backup, you've got a Rahman. Look for a Narayan backup, you've got a Rachin Ravindra. You look for a Patirana, you've got a Mustafiz. And if you look for a Finn Allen backup, then well, you've got Tim Seifert. So, their backups in that sense are always very sorted. They'll always look at 4 foreigners and then 4 foreigners who can be backups to that. Even in the Indian side of things, there are good backups they've gotten. I do think, say, Akashdeep is not a bowler I rate. But Akashdeep is also someone who, for a squad option at 1 crore, filled in a slot perfectly fine. I'm okay with it. Is the squad that strong? I mean, I think this KKR side, particularly the core of it, which was there in 2024, were often better at being a side that was greater than the sum of its parts. Okay. Do this side inspire that confidence in me? There are still issues where I feel like they might need to sort their batting order. I don't quite know how they'll fit in everyone. So it's a great, like the ingredients they have are there. And by the way, I'm saying this as a fan. But I think they still need to put things together and try and make a coherent dish out of it. So I'm going to rate this side an 8 out of 10.
Your captain's batting position is going to be the biggest talking point.
Exactly.
Because
Captain they've announced.
I would feel it's Rahane.
It is. I feel. I'm just asking you. I also feel it'll be Rahane.
I think it will be.
Okay.
It will be Rahane because, see, will they continue opening with Narayan? Because as you know, he's not been very consistent as an opener. One season he's great, the other season he has a dip. Green's arrival, yes, I agree. It's ensured that Andre Russell's absence been taken care of. You need to have the right batters in their right position.
Is the 11 you're happy or you want to make some change?
Let me just look.
They've got Karthik Tyagi. They've gotten Karthik Tyagi. There is, I don't know whether Finn Allen starts. He's batting too low. He can't be there.
Exactly what I was checking.
Finn
He's
Allen.
only been opening.
Yes, so Finn Allen can't be there.
That's the thing. The batting.
Your wicketkeeper can be Raghuvanshi. He can be. That's the wicketkeeper that you can have.
I agree, but the problem is I think you're not starting with that sort of a thing. I agree. See, that's what I was saying. You need to kind of figure out who bats where because even Green is not a like-for-like replacement of Russell in the sense that he's not going to be your finisher.
Yeah.
He's much better suited to being a top-order bat.
I think what you can do right now is you can have a Rinku come in at 6 now. I think that is what you will have to do. And maybe look at a Tripathi.
No, I don't think you can get in a Tripathi.
He's been batting middle order, by the way.
Yeah, he's normally batting middle order only.
Seifert, I think, bats in the lower middle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you want a lower order keeper, then I think Seifert, who by the way is an ex-Knight, he has played for KKR in the past.
Yeah.
So I think Seifert for now might be that guy. Might be. So I think you may go with the Seifert. Other than that, I don't make too many changes for now because I think, the core of this side was largely there. You had a Rahane starting last year.
So Seifert comes in at 5 firstly?
Yes, Seifert I think comes in at 5. Tim Seifert comes in at 5.
See, now also what you have is you have an option. Now you've done with your 4 foreigners.
Also, I will make one more change here. Rahane, rather than opening, I slot him in at 4. Because
Okay.
I will want
then
to
you get
maximize
Green to
Green.
open.
No, but then
Exactly.
you could have
Then-
gone with a Finn Allen as your
Yeah,
opener.
exactly.
But Green is best as an opener. Green, his 1 century in the IPL has come when he's
Will you
opened
open
batting.
with Narayan?
Yes. To start with, I'll open with Narayan.
Okay. you
To
can
start
do
with,
that.
I open with Narayan because that's his best batting position for me. I know he can be inconsistent. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But again, if he works in 5 matches, then he gives you the kind of start that potentially no one can give you. So in that sense, I'll keep Green, Narayan, Raghuvanshi, Rahane. Again, Raghuvanshi, Rahane can be all this thing. You may go left hand, right hand. Then you've got Rinku, Ramandeep. I don't think Harshit is my number. This thing though. This
8.
is. I do feel you're missing.
Also, you need to get a fizz in. I would get a fizz in.
I don't know if you can play Fizz and Pathirana. I'm not sure. I think you potentially need another all-round someone who can give you a bit of both. You don't have that in the squad though. That's a problem.
I
Yeah.
think you may not necessarily have to now that you have Green. If there was no Green, then perhaps Faiz and Pathirana both had to have had
See,
played together.
Green, Narayan are your certified starters. They will have to play.
Yeah.
The only thing, and even Pathirana, for the amount that you've dished out, you will have to play him. He's your death overs bowler.
Early on, you have to start with him. If he doesn't function, then I think you get in a
The only
Mustafiz.
place is Seifert. Seifert's place is negotiable at this stage.
Yeah.
And one more, like I said, but then even
And
his
by the way, Ramandeep's also not been in great form.
But I think you have to start him because he mostly bats lower down for KKR. And otherwise, then your lower order is only reliant on Rinku.
Also, Shane was looking at Green's numbers as well. Most he's batted in T20s and most runs also. Number 4.
But in the IPL, his own
Yeah.
century has come as an opener. So again, you could change that around. I'm saying this is what I start with.
Yeah.
This is what I start with. I can change that around because
You know,
again, I am not convinced
Why I'm bringing
with the
that up
batting.
again? Because I would rather have a Rahane do the job that he can do very well, which is
Okay.
pick the gaps and be a smart batter right up top.
Okay,
At
fine,
number
then let's
4,
switch
you're
that
expecting
around.
him to
Let's switch that
change
around.
gears, which I expect Green to do better than Rahane.
Okay, then let's switch that around.
If
Let's-
you're
let's
comfortable,
put-
but your
yeah,
team,
let's switch that
just
around.
my suggestion.
Because that's the thing. I am not sure. Normally I'm very sure, but because I'm telling you, there's a lot of top order batters there. So you really can slot in anyone anywhere. And I think you'll see changes. When I say changes, I don't mean necessarily a personal. I think you'll see changes in the batting order. I really think you will. That's why I haven't rated
I know one team that says 1 to 7 is flexible, but even in that 1 and 2 are fixed.
Yeah. No, but this team, that's what I'm saying. You don't
It's
have
his
a set
team, yeah.
opener.
I'm
saying
just
let's
being devil's
start-
advocate over
Yeah,
here.
Let's start with Rahane at the top
Yeah, yeah.
because he's a little
No
safer
pressure at
option.
all.
No pressure. I agree
Yeah,
with you,
yeah.
and I think that will change. I'm telling you, it will change. I know this team. It takes them
Just
a few.
applying
It
cricket
takes them a
logic.
few games to always get going. So let's start with that. And I think, see,
I had a slightly left field suggestion for
Which
you,
is?
Shane. You don't play Seifert, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Narayan, Green, and Pathirana are your overseas guys.
Mm-hmm.
Open with a Rachin Ravindra.
I'm
What
not
will do? See, you're not batting Ravindra out of position.
Nah.
They
You are
won't go.
only playing Rachin if
Yeah.
Sunil Narayan picks up an injury.
Yeah.
Take it from me.
I'm
Take-
not. I'm not. Anyway, we'll go with the team that changed.
Yeah, and
but
I think,
it's his
see,
team.
because Ray, what we're also looking at right now, we're not looking at the impact player option.
Yeah.
That's one way they'll shore up their batting to a large extent.
No, we've got the impact player. That's Anukul.
Anukul,
there.
yeah.
But this is your batting first 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know
true.
what has complicated the whole thing?
What?
Your captain's batting position.
Yeah, I agree. See, that's the thing. But you're not getting a captaincy candidate in a mini auction.
you can't.
And I think you'll just have to
actually,
live
if
with
it's
this.
I'm just saying now that it's your batting first 11, Anikul should be batting. It's
Yeah.
Pathirana that will go out because he's an
yes,
all-rounder.
yes. So let's switch that
So
around. Put Anukul
can
at like
come
8.
at 8, correct. He'll come in at 8, and then everyone else goes one step
One
down.
step down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then Harshit is a better number 9 than a number 8. In an IPL team, I agree at least.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
think that'll look like a better team.
Yeah, Pathirana could be your impact player. Varun comes in at 11. Webb of 10.
Yeah. He'll sort that out. So that then probably looks like the team that you would.
Your
want.
strongest team.
Yeah, the 11.
Yes, that is your strongest 11 or 12 bases. What it is that. you
Yeah.
can put
Now,
together.
if we can see this, if our viewers can see this, this looks. Yeah, I think a little bit better.
Much better.
Yeah,
I
in
would say.
terms of batting now. Look. is
Yes,
looking
because
fine.
Anukul, if he was sitting out, it made no sense. I think Anukul has to be in the 11 as things stand. Otherwise, your batting lacks depth. It lacks
Yeah.
depth.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
I mean, I would also be tempted to start with an Umran. Yeah.
No. For one simple reason, Vaibhav and Harshit give you very sorted. Harshit is your middle death overs guy. Vaibhav will be your power play bowler. Where do I fit in Umran?
Then you have a Patirana as well as a Ramandeep.
Exactly. And a green.
And a green,
Narayan, Varun. There's a lot of bowling. This team, by the way, if they are to do anything, I think it'll be the bowling that chips in a lot more than the batting, because the bowling gives me a lot more confidence. That's not to say the batting doesn't give me confidence, but again, I think it'll take them a few games to figure out what permutations, combinations they do, just like it took us a while to figure out where we slot in whom. And again, I say that is flexible, that will change. So that's why I said 8. Otherwise, I'm very happy with the business they've done. No problems whatsoever with it. I'm going
Okay,
8.
we've done a lot of analysis. Let's go down to the marks.
8. Even for me too, because they did what they had to do. They got in green, they got in a Patirana, sorted their death overs and their power hitting. But yeah, I mean, Vaibhav Arora, Harshit Rana, I don't know the form that they will be in. Vaibhav Arora, but that's why I was tempted to play an Akashdeep. Whatever it is, he'll be bowling in the power play, which is his best position. He's not in the death overs where he will get tonged in that sense. Ramandeep's form is a concern, Rinku's form is a concern. You have to have the right
form isn't a concern. Rinku's barely played is my problem.
That's the thing. Yeah, that'll impact his form also. That's why I go with an 8.
Yeah.
I'm going 7.5 for KKR. Reason simple, I think they'll take a few games to figure out their 11, and by that time the ship may have sailed. I also see one big issue with their 11, and that's to do with the last 4 that we have of the 12 over here in front of us, is the fact that I don't see a senior statesman in the bowling department, and oftentimes you need one senior figure in the bowling department. Mumbai has a Bumrah, Delhi have a Stark, you need those figures to be there under pressure who galvanizes the bowling unit. Patirana can be erratic, so can be a Harshit, so that's why 7.5.
You can fix that if you bring in a Mustafiz, but if you paid 18 crores for a player, you aren't starting him on the bench.
Yeah. Okay, I'm also going 7.5 for them. I'll tell you why. Rahane, I'm not sure which sort of batter Rahane is going to be, because he doesn't play a lot of cricket otherwise. Sunil Narayan, again, that experiment didn't work out last time. I don't know whether it will work this time. Raghuvanshi is the bright spot that I see there. Green, yes, it was a much needed buy, but again, coming from injury, I don't know how good he's going to be. Seifert, I'm not sure. Again, not a regular. Rinku, I trust in. I think that's another bright spot that they have. Ramandeep stocks have been down. Anikul, I don't know. Harshit, again, bright spot, doing well for India. But then with Vaibhav Arora, I don't know. Varun, again, a bright spot. And then Patirana. I think it's a good buy. I'll play him in the 11, but I'm not really sure because he's been out of the Sri Lankan team. But I would have also gone for him. So I like the fact that they bought him. So I'm somewhere caught between 7.5 and 8. And I kept switching whether I should give them 8 or 7.5. I'll go 7.7, no, just to sort it out. Because anyway, you're not going to come in with a very precise number. So 7.7 I'm going with.
Okay. So that is 31.2 divided by 4. We get 7.8. That's our average. That's 7.8.
Okay, 7.8 then for KKR.
Okay.
So that's done in terms of our team number 8. We're left with 2 franchises now. Who have we got next?
It's the Chennai Super Kings.
5 times.
Okay, we're going to turn it over to Siddharth to analyze it, but just giving you overview as to what they've done. I think the biggest headline to come from the Chennai Super Kings shopping today has to be the 2 youngsters that they have gotten, and I think that Kartik Sharma, the kid that is from Rajasthan, is the big talking point. But just to let you know, he's not from Rajasthan. He plays for Rajasthan. He comes from Agra. In UP. So he's come in. He's a big hitter, right-hand batter who's a finisher, well-known finisher. He's come into it. Interestingly, I was just reading about him. He also, plays for Rajasthan, but his coach is the Deepak Chair's father, so he's trained under him and has played for Rajasthan. He would have been in the auction last time, but there was a rule that either you had to have played under 19 India or at least 1 domestic game. He could not fulfill that criteria, so was not there for the auction last time. Otherwise, he's been setting the stage on fire in domestic cricket. But now all of those things were done. So Kartik Sharma comes in. That's why had big demand, 14.2 CR, the highest ever in the history of IPL for an uncapped player. He and
Prashant
Alongside
Veer.
him, Prashant Veer also at 14.2 CR. Both records are there. He is the left arm spinning version of Ravindra Jadeja, an all-rounder. They've gotten him for that much, comes from UP. So these are the two big buys, are the big thing. They've also got another left arm spinner, Akil Hussain. They've got Matt Short is the other player that they've got. Sarfaraz gets out of his good form that he's shown in domestic cricket, is also someone that they've got. Matt Henry, they've got Rahul Chair, a spinner that they've got. So they came in with, a big purse, and they've done justice to that, picking up a lot of good players in this auction.
Nine players in total.
And a lot of them are good players. So these are just some of the players that they've gotten. So before I get into the analysis, there's a question, by the way, and I want everyone to answer that before we get, or anyone can answer that. This is AJ17. He sent a question about CSK. He says, CSK has heavily invested on two UP uncapped players, and that's why I mentioned Karthik, though he plays for Rajasthan, but comes from UP. And of course, the other, Prashant does play for UP. He says, players which might have come from Suresh Raina. Now, can we say that Raina is coming in as a batting coach for CSK next year?
I think he very well is coming because see, the bond that he shares with MS Dhoni, and it's not just that. I think when you turn your attention back the last time when someone from the UP T20 League came and tried to dazzle for Chennai Super Kings, the name came up was Samir Rizvi.
Yes.
Samir Rizvi, although he didn't get that much of a game time in Chennai Super Kings, but I am now glad that in a 7-year period, from Dad's army, you have now gone to the young brigade. I mean, look at your 8 guys. It's been awesome. Look at it. Matre, who's already shown his mettle in the previous season of the IPL. You got Sanju Samson now. That is the one indication where you've got your wicket keeping backup. That's sorted. You're always wondering who's the backup to MS Dhoni. It's Sanju Samson. Gaikwad will now have a steady reign, and Dubey at number 4. Devol Brevis, again age, very young. Karthik Sharma, again young. Veer Prashant, again young. Anshul Kamboj is young. Noor is also young. You've got a young Super Kings lineup. And that is exactly where the transition, which was supposed to begin in 2022, has begun in 2026. 4 years late. You've gotten kind of two backups for Ravindra Jadeja, Prashant Veer and Akil Hussain. You got a Matt Henry. But the one area where they missed in this auction, and with the purse that they have, they couldn't get a proper finisher in the death overs department.
No, I think that's exactly what Karthik Sharma and Prashant Veer are expected to do.
No, I'm talking about the bowling.
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 Fast bowler?
Fast bowler.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what he's saying.
Yes.
They needed.
I agree with him on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They should have gone heavy on Mustafiz. I don't know what they were waiting for. Why didn't they target Mustafiz?
They were
very
waiting for a lot of things.
No, they did target Mustafiz. It's just that
Yeah,
KKR
yeah,
had
they
a bigger
went.
purse.
Bigger purse, yeah. That's the
So
thing.
they got outpursed.
So going for 14.2 crores for the two uncapped UP guys, like what our family members are saying, great kudos. But now this is when 2026, I want to see them play the youngsters on a consistent basis. Don't let them warm the bench.
Here you have no choice, Siddharth.
You have to play them.
Yeah.
See, because even if you don't,
Would you make any changes to the 11 on that point?
now that
There's Urvil Patel. I like
there's
him.
Urvil Patel also, but then I don't think he can play in
with
this
that
line.
top order.
Top orders to this thing. You're not playing an Akil.
Yeah, Urvil will play once Gaikwad gets his yearly injury.
No, he won't. See, I'm not even able to fit in a Sarfaraz.
Yeah. No, Sarfraz only as a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup.
He's a backup.
not
Yeah,
an
for
11.
75 lakhs, it was well done.
Yeah.
Who is their death overs fast bowler? That's the one thing which will trouble me a lot. Otherwise, steady batting.
This time, no injury to Gurjapneet. He's also available.
Yeah, no injury.
He got in Brevis,
Yeah.
and now he's also there.
I mean, look at it. Two left-arm pacers in Gurjapneet and Mukesh Chaudhary in the lineup.
And Khalil in your...
Khalil will start. He's your starter. So that's why when you look at it, it's been a decent auction for them. The only one big miss was no death overs fast bowling, which they haven't filled up for the Patiran absence. So that is why with the squad that they have and with the Samson trade that happened and with the names that they have gotten, Aman Hakim Khan's also in. Rahul Cheher, although I don't know he'll get a game, I think it's a good 8.5 for me. The squad is 8.5 out of 10. for the youngsters that they want. Good buys, it's good.
Okay, 8.5 is
8.5,
Siddharth.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going next. Again, I see it's a much better squad than last time around. I'm liking the look. They've done good business overall. Sanju Samson coming in and the buys that they've had, those young players, they had that much in their purse. Again, there's a bit of uncertainty with that 11 because we don't know Dhoni, his availability, how much is he going to play or not. He's not said anything there. But those fast bowling is the only weakness that I see. That's why I was going to go 8.5, which has been my highest that I've given to one team so far. That's Delhi. I would have given them that much, but there's that one area which is why I'm pulling back a bit. But I'm not going also to 8, which I've given to a few other teams. So I'm going 8.2 for Chennai Super Kings.
8.2. Okay.
Not making that about 2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I do agree with what Nikhil just said. They do look like a better outfit than they did last time around. But I'm not too sure if they still look like an outfit that can make it to the playoffs. I know we're not talking about top fours, but that also takes me in that direction of where I would be rating them not too highly. It's not as strong as the rating that Siddharth had gone with. I see loopholes over there. I don't know 6, 7, 8. Again, it's going to be the first seasons for 2 of those 3 players. MS Dhoni as well can be up and down as we know. His batting order, everything. So
like someone, I've got Lamine Yamal. Okay.
Wow.
He's saying that Ellis can bowl in the death, which is true, but I think they need some more.
See, he can
options.
bowl the cutters, he can bowl the variations and all
He
that.
bowls Yorkers as well. He does.
Yeah, but
He's a good,
he's got
good
variety.
T20
As
bowler.
you saw him, he's come up with the back of the hand ball
that
as
was
well.
his prime asset. That
No, in the T20 series as well, that was very
he
well
was
used.
always good with the back of the hand.
Yeah,
slow
it was
ball.
very well used right now as well.
Yeah. So
But I do feel that they would have been a better side had they had another fast bowling player over there. I'm going 7.5.
7.5 from Harshit.
I'm going 8. And for a simple reason, I think there are weaknesses I can pick apart despite Siddharth's optimism. And I understand where it comes from because, again, he's just used to been seeing a team of old people that seeing so much youth gets him excited. I don't blame him. You've gone from geriatrics army to being kids army. So I don't blame you. But as a
it's late in the night, Shane.
as a member of
It is late because somebody is saying Harshit feels like he wants to go home immediately.
And Shane is in for a burger.
I'd definitely be up for a burger.
No, even I'm hungry. I'm going to eat something after we're done.
Yeah.
It's
So
been a long day.
yeah. So obviously I get your
Dabali won't
optimism
do
there.
alone.
But there's a bit of a lack of experience overall. I know Gaikwad we talk about, but again, do I trust him being fit all season? Samson will blow hot and cold. He'll either start like a house on fire or he'll end like a house on fire.
That's true.
There's no in between. So Dubey last season was a little bit up and down, and those are fine players. But again, now these guys will really have to step up. These guys are no longer next in line. They are there. They are outside of the line. They're supposed to be leading the crew. So I think now there's a lot of young players, and the thing, as I tell you, my own football club went through this extreme experiment with youth. Even as inconsistent results too. Last year, the likes of an Urvil, Matre, Breves performed well because there was really no pressure.
Yeah.
But CSK are a team that expect every season to be winning the title, and I don't see this being a title-winning side. I think they'll need to take 2-3 seasons to become a title-winning side. That's not to say they don't have the potential. Is it there right now though? No. So I'll give it 8.
And 8. Okay.
Okay, that's how much then?
That's what I'm just checking. It comes to 8.
8.6.
8.1.
8.1.
Okay, 8.1 is the exact figure that we've gotten for Chennai Super Kings in our ranking. This is the 9th team done for us. If you're joining us live now and you missed out majority of the feed, we've gone and discussed in detail about each IPL franchise and we ranked them out of 10. You can go back and check that out as well. That turns our attention now to the final team, and that's the Orange Army.
Yeah.
Go,
Base
go,
price
go, go.
Sunrisers.
No, Sunrise base price Hyderabad or Sunrisers base price.
Sunrisers base price.
SBP.
Everybody. Most of the players that they picked right from Salil Arora to Tarmale to Shivam Kumar, Fuletra, then Saqib Hussain, Amit Kumar, Praveen Hinge.
No, I think Hinge, there was a couple of bids.
Yeah, Hinge, there was a couple of bids, but then they all got them for good bargain buys.
The one exception being
Liam Livingston for 13
Livingston.
crores.
Ooh, again, I repeat, and I've said it again and again. For Patti Rana, a lot of you asked that question. I'm going to extend that to Livingston. I know they're overpriced, but in the scheme of things, when you need a all-rounder, a batting all-rounder at that, and you need to fill the slot, you have so much money left, you buy it, you get it.
Yeah, indeed. But again, looking at the slot that they have, so Kamindu goes out and Livingston comes in. Simple. That's the only way.
You're happy with the 11 that we made?
No, I need to make one change.
Okay,
Why are there
let's-
5 foreign players?
Yes.
Kars is also a foreign player, no?
Yeah.
He's not Karse.
No, because you've got cars twice. You've got cars at 4 and cars at 12. So you've not even got your
Yeah, that-
11 right. Have a,
So
look
I
at
will
that.
remove. Well done. Well done.
Just copy Jack Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
put that
means we have
there.
a player short then in our list.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there are 24 now. All teams have 25 now.
Yeah.
Get that. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. So what I would have, the one change that I will do is knock off a Kamindu and get in a Livingston. You got your finisher now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Livingston will definitely. come
Livingston will have to start now. So head, Klaassen, Livingston, Cummins.
That's a good foreign contingent. It's a good foreign contingent.
Yep. That's the thing. So that is why I would say that is the one major change that I would
But then
do.
you'll have to also remove the Kars at number 4, no? Someone else has to come in because you've got 5 foreigners then.
No, now you've got 4.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah, so
who
now
will you
pick
get
someone-
in at 4? Smaran?
Maybe.
Smaran Ravichandran. I would go for that at number 4. He's been doing well for his side in the Syed Mushtaq Ali and all the other domestic tournaments as well. So Smaran comes in at number 4.
And also, cars at 4, he cannot be. He's a bowling all rounder. Yes, he can get, but batting
Yeah.
that high up.
Yeah, we're being very generous to
Yeah. Cars, just remove cars from 4. He cannot be there.
Yeah. So get in Smaran in 4.
Yeah, I think Smaran might be a better option.
Yeah, Smaran is your option there. So Smaran Ravichandran at 4. We can get Livingston in place of Kamindu.
I mean, Smaran or Aniket Verma.
Yeah, Aniket
Come
is
on.
another option.
On current form, I would back Smaran.
Really?
Yes, Smaran's been really setting the stage on fire in domestic cricket. Smaran Ravichandran. So that is why I would just say in the Ranji Trophy, I would remember, I think he had 2 back-to-back tons, if I am not mistaken, Smaran. So that is why I would go on current form with him. Rather than Aniket Verma. Agreed, he did have a couple of good games in last season that he played in, but I would back Smaran.
Yeah, Smaran has been going good guns.
He's been in red hot form, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So that is why
Okay, let's make a few changes first, Shivam. Obviously, Kamindu goes out.
Kamindu goes out.
And
Livingstone
you've got Livingston come in instead of that.
Kamindu. So yeah, Livingston comes in.
Yeah.
He's your finisher plus gives you a couple of overs of
Over.
spin if need be. Also in place of Kars at 12, maybe put in a Mavi. I mean,
Yeah, we can put in a Mavi.
Yeah.
We have to put in a Mavi.
there's so many Karses.
Yeah. So Mavi and
No, there's only once now.
But even then you can't have him at 12, no? You
Yeah.
have 4 foreigners
No.
anyway.
Yeah. He could have been higher up. You can still go with him by removing another overseas player. But I think with a head, a Klaassen, a Livingston, and a Cummins, not possible now.
Not possible at all.
Yeah.
See, they were very clever. They knew Cummins, Klaassen, head to are sorted. So they could have actually gone big for a finisher batter, which is what Livingston gives you.
13 crores. It's a good buy for them at this
Actually,
stage.
we're talking
But the
about-
problem is Livingston's form. I don't think it lives up to the buying of 13 crores. It doesn't.
My other problem with their top order is where do you slot in Ishan Kishan? Ishan, by the way, has been in fantastic form during
Yeah.
the SMAT for Jharkhand, has been leading them also, if my memory serves me right. But I'm not sure he's a 3 player. The problem with having him there is that he has to be an opener.
Siddharth, speaking of...
You know, the thing is, he batted at 3 only the last season. He had 100.
But then
tapered
that
off
was it.
badly.
there was nothing after
his
that.
100 was in the first match, I remember.
Yeah.
And then after that, it tapered off very badly.
You are not. You can't make Ishan open. You are not separating the Travis.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
separate
but
them.
he's
My
number
point is,
3.
but he's not even a number
You're
3
not-
player, ideally. Ideally, I'm saying Ishan is the one player I watch, and if his form tapers in IPL, which it is susceptible to, then maybe I look at an Aniket. Maybe.
But then start with Ishan.
Right, you start with Ishan.
Yes.
Then your
Yeah,
wicket keeper is Klassen.
Exactly. Klaasen is retired from international cricket here. Can keep wickets for a little bit of money.
Okay, who are your spinners now? Zishan
That is Ishan.
Zishan.
And
Zishan.
Livingston.
and Livingston, but Harsh Dubey should have been in the 11. But how do you get him now?
Oh, that's the thing. Because your problem is you've got Unadkat.
See, I don't think Mavi comes in at 12. See, you've got
Could be
Cummins,
a-
Harshal, and Unadkat. Where are you going to get the 4th fast bowler? I don't think there is. You'll need another
Unless you have
spinner.
Nitish anyway. So
Yeah.
Nitish, Cummins.
So Mavi goes out, and Harsh Dubey then is.
yeah,
your-
that's fair, I think. Harsh Dubey then. In
Yeah.
place of Mavi.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. They got so many players at base price that I don't know what role do they play in that whole situation. They are only backups.
Sunrisers base price.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So Harsh Dubey, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be there. Yeah.
Ishan Malinga, yeah. Ishan Malinga is there.
Yeah, but overseas players just can't fit
They
in.
can't fit in. With Livingston, Klassen, Head and Cummins, you're just not able to fit in anybody else.
Yeah, Ishan Malinga is a backup.
Backup, yeah.
Okay, this is roughly the team that we finalized on. Who's going to start rating them?
That bowling, man, gives me the jeepers.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
You know, Harshal had a good season last
Yeah,
time.
but Harshal can blow hot and cold. That was one good season after 2021 when he won the purple cap.
He's like Engidi, can take wickets but will be expensive.
When you were on the lookout for another spinner, I was about to say he can just start bowling his stock delivery more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you off spin variation.
That's what.
So, other than that, see, Harshal, that's why I'm not very sure. Unadkat is another one who,
Yeah.
he's a domestic legend, but in IPL tends to get walloped. So not
Apart
sure
from
about him either.
2017, he's not had good seasons.
Yeah, and with Zishan, the thing with him is he's young, you will expect inconsistency. So that bowling doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. And Cummins, I know, good leader, but with the ball, is he going to be my leading wicket taker?
no.
Or no, he's a better all-rounder in white ball cricket than he is a pure bowler. Pure bowler, he is in test cricket. T20s, he's an all-rounder. So that bowling. The batting is good. My one doubt comes with Ishan. Can he have the same form that he was having in S-Mat at number 3? I'm not sure. But otherwise, I think this is a decent side, so I'm going to give them 7.5.
7.5.
But there's obvious weaknesses which I pointed out. Actually, I'll give them 7. You know what? I'll give them 7.
Okay.
I mean, just looking at this particular team, I agree that batting is gun batting that they have. But yeah, I agree that bowling also doesn't inspire that kind of confidence. We don't even know what Cummins' fitness is going to be like. But remember, I mean, to have a Livingston come in at 7, for all you know, they could even, by the way, even if they don't go with a Harsh Dubey, even get a Aniket Verma and Unadkat then goes. So that batting can be very good. But yeah, I agree that bowling, not a big fan of. I think the reinforcements also they've got. I don't know. 7 is something that I think I'd be. You know, the other thing is any team. This, by the way, we've done all teams. This is the last team. Any team that you find so tough to make the 11, and I have to say, out of all the teams, this has been the team that we found the toughest to make the 11. Most other teams, everything fell into place. We have found it very easy to make their teams, barring 1 or 2, discussions we've had with SRH. Things seem up in the air. So I can't give anything. I would have given it 7, but because of their explosive batting, I'll just give a 0.2 more. So 7.2 at best for me.
7.2.
I mean, see, the batting I agree with. It's gun batting. But the bowling is water pistol. So,
Yeah.
It's the kind of bowling that will put extra pressure, I think, on the batters. And anything less than 200 then seems like, you've already lost the match.
and also, I'm sorry, their bubble got burst a bit last year with the 300 par thing.
Yeah.
It It didn't work out.
See,
never works.
some of our viewers, in fact, Alpha says that SRH will be in the top 4, so you can remember that. We have Girish Purana, Girish Tripurana. He says people always underestimate SRH. So
There's a reason for that.
Bowling.
Yeah.
Their bowling, I think, is the weakest in this entire. Even after the auction, is the weakest. Yeah, Cummins, but as I've said, Cummins, the captain, is the main reason why he got such a big price of 20.75.
Exactly.
Not Cummins the batter or Cummins the bowler in that sense. So
ratings?
your rating, Harshit, you are going to go.
My rating's going to be 7 because, as I said, anything less than 200 will seem like a big test for this bowling side to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going with 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you?
I'm also going with 7 because the bowling is my biggest concern.
Yeah,
The
batting's
batting
not.
is great. Bowling, other end of the spectrum, 180 degrees, not good at all. So I'm also going with 7. That's 28.25
So that should
divided
be
by 4. 7.1.
okay, so let's see who's got the most. We're done with all teams.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at who do you think has got the most. If
Delhi
we
Capitals.
quickly go through all teams, is it Delhi?
Mumbai.
Yes.
Let's quickly
Delhi,
go.
Mumbai 1-2.
Okay. So Gujarat Titans got 7.6 out of 10.
Yeah, make a note of it.
No, don't have to
Shivam.
do it there, Shivam. No, leave it. Okay.
We'll do it here.
So GT is 7.6. Okay.
Yeah.
Shivam.
Yeah. GT 7.6. Let's go to Mumbai Indians. They have gotten 8.5. That's MI for you.
Okay.
Then you
RR is 7.2.
7.25. RR will be
Capitals is 8.4.
8.40.
wow. Wait.
was DC?
8.4.
8.4.
40. Yeah.
And
RCB is bang on 8.
8. LSG I think was 7.
Yeah. Lucknow is bang
LSG
on
is 7.
Yeah.
Thala.
Okay. PBKS is 8.
8.
KKR is 7.8.
Yeah.
7.80.
Yeah.
Chennai is 8.1.
Okay.
And SRH is 7.1.
Yeah. So if you have to look at the least, it is LSG with 7.
Okay, let's go from the bottom.
There you go.
We've got LSG
At 7.
is last
Yeah.
at number 10. At number 9, you've got SRH. At number 8, you've got RR.
Yeah.
At number 7, you've got Gujarat Titans. At number 6, you've got KKR. Then I'm making the top 4, Shane. At
You got RCB.
at number yeah. I've just gone to number 6.
Yeah.
This is just CSK over here. That's why.
Okay, so then you've got number 5, RCB, not
Yes.
making the top 4 in our list.
But locked with PBKS.
Oh, so okay, number 4 is actually locked.
Yeah.
So it's actually number 4 PBKS and RCB, both at number 4. One will miss out. Both finalists, by the way, at number 4. One will have to miss out. Then at 3 is CSK.
Edging by 0.1.
Yeah.
3 is CSK, and then the top 2 teams we have is DC and MI. DC second, MI the most. Wow. Wow. That is the analysis that we've gotten. By the way, as I said, a lot of you have joined us late. So if you have and you want to know why and how we arrived at those ratings, we looked at a SWOT analysis of each team. That's how we reached at this conclusion. Before we wind up, we have our final segment. It's called Shivam Giri.
It's called unending segment.
No, we're not going to take all. He needs to only come up with the good ones. Okay, what have we got? This is Cameron Green that has gone to Kolkata Knight Riders.
He's lying on a pile of
He's
money.
lying on a pile of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Go ahead.
Just that there was no robbery.
Cameron Green gets sold for 25.2 CR. Pakistani players.
He egged.
Okay.
He egged, as in this is one money. He's just trolling Pakistan.
Yeah, it's not funny at
Not
all.
funny. Yeah.
Probably the first time Ambanis couldn't buy something due to the budget issues. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
They went till 2.4. This actually was a funny moment. This is a good one.
This was, yeah. Go ahead.
And they're also having great fun, by the way. कुछ सस्ते में डेविड मिलर खरीद के पतिराना को 18 करोड़ में By the way, I repeat, you did not have death bowlers in this auction. Very few available.
Yeah.
He had to get that much because there is no other availability. It's not that Patirana is the greatest death bowler.
He's the only death bowler available.
Yeah, there were very few available ones.
KKR took both.
Yeah, and you had to go. They would. It's also supply and demand. That's what auction is. Okay. MS Dhoni with uncapped Indian players in the CSK. Senior veteran with all the young kids.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Is there an age rule in CSK?
No, they've turned it
There's a
around.
Dhoni rule.
They have really turned it around this time.
Next.
Young uncapped players Prashant Veer, Kartik Sharma. सड़क से उठाकर star.
Welcome.
Good one.
CSK and IPL 2026 auction for uncapped.
Ja.
International players go
Ja.
for uncapped lots of.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like team.
Yeah. good
I
one.
like team who are like that. I completely love those teams.
Liam Livingston unsold in first round, 13 crore in the final. Good face for
Aparshit,
Yeah. Vikram. The funniest bid of IPL history. Mumbai Indians opened the bid for Cam Green, just 2.5 crore in purse. Everybody in the auction room starts laughing.
That's next level.
Next level. Yeah. IPL auction. Oh, Michael. Wait.
No, that's Richard
Richard
Madley.
Madley. Yeah.
We still talk about you. Yeah, I think the auctioneer came in for a bit of criticism. Well, at least people were texting me being not very happy with it. So
Is it? I thought she had a better auction than what she had in the previous one. Umpires when Matisha I need SRKT. Be wary, your captain could get banned for slow over rates.
poor Jinx.
Yeah, jinx. There you go. Okay. Shami, Avesh.
Oh wait, Shami
Shami,
old and
old plus
injured.
injured.
Avesh NCA membership. Prince rookie. Nokia injury merchant. Mayank NCA membership. Mohsin NCA membership. LSG bowling now depends on Sir Arjun Tendulkar, our own Mitchell Stark.
But you can't fit in a Mitchell Stark. I mean, if you look at it, Arjun Tendulkar.
Name
you
of,
can't fit him in.
by the way, name of the handle. Did you notice that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
The dragon has 3 heads. Okay,
What?
Duffy,
Huh.
Boovie, Hazel God.
This is the one head might be slain for a while. Hazel God.
I think he'll be back for the T20 World Cup. When you bid just to increase price, but nobody else bid, you will have to buy. Go ahead, please. CSK has moved on from Dad's Army philosophy. Told you. What a sea change it was.
Sea change indeed.
Yeah. Cameron Green sold for 25.2 crore. Patirana sold for 18 crore. Both will get 18 crore. Patirana to give, तुम भी यही हो, हम भी यही हैं. तुम भी यही हो, हम भी
Very
यही
true.
हैं. Nice. Chakravarti Narayan Patirana. KKR assembled. Oh no.
Oh,
No,
come on.
yeah.
This is extremely uselessly mean.
Yeah.
And if you think Varun is a chakar, I've got news for
No,
you.
no.
I think you need to get your eyes
Yeah.
checked.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Center was.
And it's a
tried as an
stupid
offer
meme.
going
It makes no sense.
Yeah. Malika Sagar conducting auctions. Fair warning. एकदम last warning. Wait, अभी against the room बाकी है. आगे अब पैटर्न. ओ हेरा फेरी.
मैं जा रहा
तो
हूँ.
जा रहे. इसका मतलब तो कभी नहीं जाएगा.
Next.
Yeah, well. Lucknow almost got.
Can we?
Uh-oh.
We can't take that.
No.
We can't take that.
We can't take that. Yeah.
No, the picture is an issue. The point.
Yeah, what are you saying? Lucknow almost got Venki Iyer at 2 crores. Could have been the greatest steal. But then Malika Sagar took a pause and the rest is history.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have got him for 2 crores though, to be honest.
Yeah. This is fine. This you can
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Although I think he agrees with the broad sentiment. That's why he changes his teams.
Yeah. He's coming to Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata, but we already danced to his tunes in Australia. Scotty Boland.
Who's he?
Oh no, who's
that
that?
guy?
That looks like Randeep Hunda to me.
Who is he?
Who is that, Shiva?
I think some musician.
Okay.
See, you gotta be with it, guys. Come on.
Yeah. 2024 gave Venki Iyer to KKR for 23.75 crore and got Salt Hazelwood in that amount. 25 retained the entire squad, got Venki Iyer for 7 crore. My goat, Mo Bobat.
My goat, Mo.
My goat Mo.
My goat, Mo. Rahul, yeah, IPL 2019, Rahul Chair. And Chair. IPL 2026, 7 years. 7 years, Thala for a reason. Deepak Chair and Rahul Chair, opposite ends. Thala for a reason, my friend. 13 crores for 14 matches plus 4, 9 crores for 14 matches plus 4, 8.6 crore 4 matches.
He's having a laugh. It's that meme of DiCaprio where he's like this.
Yeah. Indeed.
This is true actually. Where Kavya Maran is going like, oh, itne saste mein player ja raha hai. So wait, let me increase the budget by increasing the bid. There we go.
He was the most
Master
jovial owner that was there today. Yeah. And Ryan Rickelton and Quinton de Kock, left-handed batsman, wicketkeeper, opening batsman, South African.
It's the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. Left-handed batsman, wicketkeeper, opening batsman, South African. You. Yeah. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Most expensive IPL season, 20.5 crore Pat Cummins, 24.75 crore Mitchell Starc, and you got Cam Green running in with money in the bank.
Roman, that's Seth Rollins. Yeah, Seth Rollins.
Anyway, next.
Goldberg and Kevin Owens.
Sarfaraz Khan is legit emotional, means so much to him, good things await. Yeah, that's nice. He was very pleased at the fact that he got a nice bid.
Yeah.
Which railway station's this?
The train emotion.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Nice. A video for those RCB fans who are happy seeing Venkatesh Iyer in their team.
Oh, I think this is when he was saying that RCB is one team we enjoy beating or something like that. He said he was trolling RCB a bit in this video.
Oh.
Best bowling attack in the IPL.
He said what?
Best bowling attack in the IPL. And this is 20. He laughed because this is 24. This is their, I think, KKR punished their bowling a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much for Shivam Giri. We've got a few questions. This is Arvind. He wants to know, to Sid or Thalasan, CSK were yesterday's team last season. After this pick, it looks like tomorrow's team and the uncapped potential. Will it be today's team and go for the 6th title this season?
They are not a title winning team. Let me be very honest about it. You have assembled a young squad. It will take time.
They are 3rd in our ratings.
But still, I mean, ratings are a different thing, but execution with the mixture of youth, 80% of youth and 20% experience, it will be tough. But I think they will not finish at the bottom. I think they will be mid-table in this 2026.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. I think I agree. 2 years later, maybe when the squad has got the pedigree and the experience, they might be a title-winning team all over again.
Correct. Sairam.
M. Sairam is saying, brother, Liam Livingston is a finisher role better or not for SRH because of inexperienced finishers in SRH?
Yeah, I think that's one reason why they spent that much money on him, because they don't really have a proper finisher in that role.
Yeah. Sarthak Arya is saying, tournaments are even more fun to watch when supporting an underdog. After watching your ratings for LSG, really optimistic and especially LSG beat each one of your favorite teams in crucial matches. Yeah, let's see.
That's what makes the IPL interesting.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it, yeah.
Absolutely.
AJ17, I think you took that.
Yeah, we took this question.
Prana is coming.
Yeah.
Shane, it's Gen Z army, not kid army.
Gen Z army, Gen Alpha army, it's all the same thing.
Yeah. Manoj Wasrani saying, could they include Akil instead of Prashant? No.
We had discussed that, but Akil doesn't offer much with the bat. I think at that position there, they will probably go to Prashant, but they can get Akil, maybe make a slight change of the batting order, but then Akil bats a bit lower.
Akil's a decent bowler and a gun fielder.
Yeah. Incredible fielder. Yeah.
Arvind, I think we took
we've
this
taken
comment.
that.
Yeah. Shiva K is saying, guys, excellent job. Learned a lot from you guys today. Been watching you from afternoon. Thank you for your coverage.
Thank you, Yashiva.
Messages like that give us a lot of...
Yeah, it is 11:30 at night and this really makes our day. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Steve Ticolo, just asking, in what universe Shardul addition strengthens your T20 bowling? I'm just curious on what potential this statement was made.
The statement comes from his form in domestic cricket last year in the SMAT, and also the kind of form he showed last year for LSG. With the new ball, he's a handful. And I think, MI have needed a new ball bowler because they had Deepak Chair, but again, Deepak Chair is
I mean, you got 2021 vibes of CSK in my mind.
All over again.
Simple.
It's the reunion.
On that note, thank you very much, ladies and gents, for joining us. With that, the IPL mini auction comes to an end.
The mega coverage of the mini auction.
You
Tomorrow
guys
is the
take
match.
care. Tomorrow is the game. We'll be here live, Lucknow.
6:30. Yeah, Lucknow. Fourth T20I.
See you. People are asking PBKS analysis. All analysis have been done, sir. You've joined us late. Go back into the stream. All teams are done.
Correct.
Take care. Bye bye. See you. Good night. Nandri, Vadakkam, Shubha.
Shubhratri, Shabak Khair, eat your vegetables.
Don't trouble your mother.
mothers.
Stay safe
Subscribe.
and subscribe to Sports Today.
Bye bye.